Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I don't know if I sound okay. I had to change something about the mic, but I hope it sounds okay. You guys tell me. Maybe something's different with the bass. Thank you for tuning in. How you guys doing, man? Get a drink, lean back. We're gonna watch some documentaries today. We're gonna hang out and chill, and I'm gonna need around 6 minutes to get ready to do like a tweet and everything, because everything was on fire at work. I also didn't figure out a song to play for you, so I'm gonna literally just play like some random song right now. So enjoy that. See you in a few minutes. I feel like my voice sounds different. I don't know. We'll see. Now if the music played. It's not. It's a little darker. What? No, it should be higher. It should be higher. What is this shit? Okay, nothing works today. Okay. Good. None of the music works. We're gonna use this one. This sounds dark. Okay. Now it works. Now it works. Alright, see ya.
On most nights, I'm just wearing my pajamas, staying up too late, 'cause I'm watching Futurama, thinking where's my drama, My life's no melodrama, leave it off the screen, 'cause it's got no genre. Sometimes I call my mama, ring, yeah, she's always my armor. I want to fly away, far from my mistakes. My baggage has too much weight, hey, hey. So my bed is where I stay. Tell the clouds that I say hey. Tell the clouds that I say hey.
Whew, what a day. Here we go again. Thank you very much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday, or as we call it now, Documentary Dursday, at least until I'm out of interesting docs to watch. We need to get all those fists ready, so if you have that strict fist, that strict gold, that strict ruby, make sure to spam that shit harshly. As soon as the drop happens, I'm gonna join you, because it's gonna be in 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is one more day, one more evening on the turf of the one, the only, the Knuckle Crew! Thank you very much for tuning in. I noticed the camera is still too bright. Still too bright from when I used it for the show. 1 second. Alright, that should be better. That is much better. How you guys doing? Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you've had a good Gucci-ass week so far. Bloomin6000 is here. Llama, Rage, Kine, Tux, Bellerofontes. Who else are we? Oh, so much hype though. Auroria, John is here. Code Salad is here. Kaol is here. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in so early. We're closing early, gang. And, Echo. Shit, did I not turn it off? Oh, there we go. Thank you so much for being here. How are you guys doing? What's up? How you been? You guys okay? You feeling good? Did you have a good week? Is this the mental hospital? I'm looking for Dr. Strike. It's, what do we call it? It's the mental asylum. Or more like... Thank you all for tuning in. How are you guys doing? How's your week? I'm gonna play some music. In an effort to bring a little more interesting content where we can just hang and watch together, I thought we could watch a few documentaries today.
Welcome back to the Fellowship.
A few Vice documentaries, because those are usually super.
And this is my keyword.
Super awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing, the awesome Auroria! Let's see some hype and love in the chat for Auroria, please. Hey! Thank you very much for tuning in, Auroria. Here is your hype. Thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back to the Fisticuffs for 5 months in a row. 5 months in a row for Auroria, and hell yeah, that makes you the top fist of the day with $4.99. Thank you very much, Auroria. Actually, how far, Tux? How far are we with the top fist public page? Because last time, Soul's Brethren went freaking nuts, dude. 407 in total right now. That is rough. That's a rough amount of money. Also, !RT, by the way, if you want to retweet the tweet that says, "We are now live." And please do, even if you only have 1 follower or something. It really helps because it tells the Twitter algorithm, this is good tweet. Read, show to more people. And that will be great. Been absent for months, doing fine after seeing you. Thank you very much, Bloom. And what's been up? What's been up those months, man? You been good though? You been okay? Bellerofonte's like, sheesh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Llama Rage Khan here. We have Bellerofontes here. These two gentlemen, I think both are gentlemen. Are both gentlemen? I don't even know. I know Llama's a gentleman. These two humans are tier 2 and tier 3 respectively. So they, first of all, everybody gets that fist bump, eh? Secondly, these two gentlemen The hyper bump, as is custom over here on the Knuckle Crew. And now, what's up, y'all? How's the week? Did you have a good week so far? I had a pretty good week. Work has been great, and just now hasn't been the best. It's a little annoying. The week had, like my week with one coworker had to end like that because they don't work tomorrow. They don't work on Fridays. I feel like they're a little pissed at me. Not the best way to end the week, but I hope it's gonna be okay. Currently ranting about Android 11. Yeah, I just saw something in chat before I started preparing the stream. What happened with Android 11? But why? I don't want to go into too much detail. I fucked up a little, like a little. I fucked up a little, and my point is that I wanna be a very good, very trustworthy coworker, and you know, just sometimes maybe I overthink it. Sometimes I overthink that stuff too. I just got the update. I don't like it. Why? What's different? I don't use Android, so I have no fucking idea what it does. Sexy calm voice for 3 minutes. Blumen says sexy. Ugh. Here we go. Sexy calm voice for 3 minutes. My sexy calm voice I just put in. It's here. I mean, it's somewhat sexy and somewhat calm. It's calmer. I don't know if it's sexier, but it's definitely calmer. Very sexy. What's the question of the day, chat? What should we ask as a question of the day? What's your favorite? What documentaries do you like? What kind of documentaries do you like? That might be a question of the day. We had a discussion. We had a poll on my Discord. I wish we could remark all burps. Just enough for a compilation. Burp compilation. I mean, if you highlight them, they're highlighted. You know, if you highlight them, they're highlighted. I should burp less. It's not nice. Okay, so I gave you guys 10 the documentaries to choose from. We can look at it real quick in my Discord. Let's see what we have here. I don't know if I can.
Welcome back to the Fellowship.
Code, thank you very much. Wait, tier 2? Were you tier 2 before, Code? How did you not say anything in chat? I don't see your icon anywhere. I wanted to see if it changed. Did you change anything? Also, what happened to my green screen? Yikes, dude. God damn, I just noticed something. Holy crap. That was bad. I just realized green screen was fucked. I already was tier 2. Holy crap, man. Thank you for re-subbing at tier 2, ladies and gentlemen. The crazy, the courageously generous Code Salad! With the tier 2 hype. Get some tier 2 hype in the chat, please, for Code Salad. Thank you. Damn, man. Tier 2 sub, dude. Thank you very much, Code Salad. And of course, here is your tier 2. Tier 2 hyper bump for you, Code Salad. Thank you very much for the tier 2 resub for 5 months in a row. 5 months in a row. Dude, tier 2 is awesome, dude. It really helps. I hope you enjoy that gold star in your little icon. And thank you very much for the support. We are at how many actually? 261 subs. I think we dropped. Did we drop? I think we dropped a few probably. We are 39 away from the next goal, which is 300. The drop. There's going to be a bigger drop in like 3 days, I think. I'm not even sure anymore. I haven't looked at the numbers because I was working. And you guys, I keep looking at this camera, so I'm going to switch because before we talk about the thing. You guys, you have no idea how much effort it is, or maybe you do, to set up a move. Kate has been doing nothing else but work, study, and basically pack up our house, like put everything in boxes, and it never ends because we've been here for 9 years. At least I've lived here for 9 years, and there's so much stuff like coming in, and she's very exhausted. So she does a great job, and I want to help her more often, but I work a lot, you know. So It's rough. Radiocom 1G. How you doing, baby? Sup smash for you, Radio. How are you doing today, my dude? Thank you for tuning in. And now let's take a look at the documentaries that we prepared. Let's see. I asked you guys to vote on which documentary you wanted to watch. I gave you 10. These are all Vice documentaries. So currently leading, let's see. Currently leading is number 2, which is, what is number 2? Shit, what is number 2? I exposed a Russian assassination squad. Damn. The next one is 8, which is how conspiracy theories threaten human civilization. Then there's 5, which is I broke into an arms factory to destroy fighter jets. This is getting better and better, my dude. Holy shit. I wrote those down. I already forgot about all of them. And number 4 is 0, which is the downfall of the Yakuza, which is, yeah, that sounds interesting. What I'm a little surprised about for you guys being on Twitch is that the double standards of cosplay was so low in the list. Like it's like second to last or some shit. It's like second to last. It's number 6, third to last. Damn. You guys don't give a fuck about cosplay, or you just don't want your pretty little view of cosplay being broken. I don't know what it is. But what's the weekend plans? That's another question I have for you. What's the weekend plans? And the question of the day was, what's your favorite kind of documentary? I think John, was it John? Who said, no, Blumen said, I love documentaries that talk about animals. I love animals. Hell yeah, boy. I thought about voting for that, but I thought I picked the one with the most votes that interested me. Yes, of course. Like the point is, you don't have to pick one. That's why I wrote vote for everything you find interesting. Just vote for however many of them that you like, and the ones with the most votes, we're gonna start watching with, and then basically going down. So yeah, you can still vote, chat. If you haven't voted yet, you can still go in and vote for everything here in the Discord in my attention channel that you want to watch. But I feel like we're gonna start with what was it? Russian Assassination Squad? Russian Assassination Squad. Goddamn. Sometimes, like, I'm not sure how to write these things, so everybody understands everything instantly. Like, for example, obviously I didn't write it well because Belarofantes didn't understand that they can vote for everything if they want, or nothing, or just 3. I don't know. You need an I don't like any. Oh, come on. Come on. This you can't tell me none of these are even remotely interesting to you. Okay. The thing is, I can't post 30. I can't post 30 documentaries, so every little kind of opinion is somehow tackled. You know, I'm trying to give you guys a wide range to choose from. So sorry if I don't, like, you know. Anyway, let's go into Russian Assassination Squad. Yo, Joel! How you doing, Joel? Thank you very much for tuning in, man. How are you doing, boy? Regular fist bump. Thank you very much for coming in, Joe. How was your week so far? Are you doing okay? Are you happy? Now I have to find it again. Vice Russian Assassination Squad. There we go. Super users. What the fuck? Sorry if I just came off snappy, chat. I'm sorry. I'm a little stressed out, and I know you didn't mean anything by it, but sometimes feedback like this just like, I don't know. It just, when you're stressed out, your first reaction is like, I can never do it right. I can never do it right by everyone, and I have to learn that I don't have to do it right by everyone. But I always try, and I never succeed. And it's frustrating sometimes. Flugo! How you doing, my dude? Flugo, thank you for tuning in. How are you, Flugo? Did you vote for the documentaries in the Discord here? You can still do it. We're gonna start with the Russian Assassination Squad, because that got the most votes, and honestly, that is one that I'm pretty interested in, that one. What the fuck, bro? Russian Assassination Squad? Is that a thing I should know? Holy Christ, man. Highlight everything you find interesting. Everything you find is a funny reaction or anything. We're still going to try to make a little bit of YouTube content. I didn't vote because I'll only be here until 1. Doesn't matter. These are like 15 minutes long. I couldn't find any good Vice ones that are like an hour or something. So remember, if you guys know a website that has good documentaries, really interesting documentaries, that are long, that are in English. I wish something like Steuerung F in German existed in English because, oh my God, I would be all over that. But I just know Vice. But if you know anything else, put it in my Discord. I would love to take a look at it. Okay, that's okay, Auroria. Control F. Yeah, but do they do English content? Do they do English content? Do you know the Russian dude going to dangerous places? No? Please, all of that, put it in suggestions in the Discord. I just translate Steuerung. Funny! Doesn't matter, Flügel. These are like 15, 20 minutes. So like North Korea. I didn't know a Russian dude. I just know a dude. I just know there's a few YouTube creators who do that. But let's watch this one. This is I Exposed a Russian Assassination Squad. It is by Vice. How am I not subscribed to Vice yet? It is by Vice. They have 14 million subscribers. It has 10k upvotes, 410 downvotes, which is pretty good. And of course, you're not getting sound because my sound thing is fucking up. And so let's set that up. Now you should get sound.
Links to the British Special Services.
We are concerned about our security. I mean, we've had Russian state officials lie about us.
So Bellingcat is not a media. This is the tool for the deep establishment to leak certain things. What you are telling now, that everything what was published in the Bellingcat is the truth. We don't believe it.
We've been targeted by hackers as well from Russia on multiple occasions. And of course, with identifying Russian assassins, there's questions about how safe we are because of that.
Bro.
I keep saying that Bellingcat.
Look at this dude. He looks like the Michelin man.
I cannot present
sorry,
you
it just
the
looks
evidence,
funny.
But we have a feeling.
It's like now when I travel to hotels, because of these Russian poisonings, I won't eat in the hotels. If they leave something out like a cake or an apple, I'll chuck it in the bin straight away.
What? You're kidding me, dude. Exposing a Russian assassination squad, Bellingcat.
I'm Elliot Higgins. I'm the founder of Bellingcat. We investigate a range of topics, including the downing of Malaysian Airlines Flight 17, the poisoning of Sergei Skripal in Salisbury, and the poisoning of the opposition leader Navalny in Russia. We have 20 members of staff. They were like really diverse. I mean, they have all kinds of backgrounds. We have someone who's working for Microsoft in Finland, someone who is kind of doing business intelligence for a bank in the US. We have someone who's a father looking after his disabled daughter who had a talent for 3D modeling. Like a real range of different backgrounds.
We're in the kitchen of Elliot Higgins.
I'd kind of grown up on the internet and I was, always on forums and argued with people online whether or not videos were real or not. In 2011, the Arab Spring had been going for a while and Libya was this kind of escalating conflict. I didn't have any experience or background in analysis or investigation. It was just the kind of mainstream media were ignoring it because they felt they couldn't verify it.
Bro, what kind of military training was that just now, my dude? What kind of military training was that just now? Did you see that, dude?
It because they felt they couldn't verify because they media were
he treats this fucking huge ass machine gun like it's a freaking bone that he throws a dog. Like, yeah, fucking have it, whatever.
Verify it. And often it was like, oh, how do you know where this was filmed? And that's why I kind of stumbled into doing what we now call geolocation, which is using satellite imagery to compare that to video footage that might be from anywhere in the world and use various landmarks visible in both the satellite imagery and video.
Okay, chat. Someone help me here for a second. They do investigative journalism. They try to unveil shit. Am I getting that right? Because I honestly don't see the connection to Libya right now. I just thought that they're like, we did one thing in Libya, and now all they talk about is Libya. So I'm like,
to figure out exactly where these videos were taken. It was one of the first videos I actually ever geolocated. Was a place in Libya called TG. Rebel groups in the area had claimed they had captured this town, but there were questions about.
How you doing? Thank you for still being sublinks. How's your week? Thank you for tuning in.
And minaret, and it's next to this road. And
what are your favorite documentaries about? Question of the day. We're watching some documentaries today.
So I went to Google Maps and I looked at the satellite imagery and I saw the local area.
We're trying to geolocate stuff with high technology. So I went to Google
And if you
Maps.
follow that road along, we actually come to a location where there's a mosque with a dome and a minaret. And if you start looking at the smaller and smaller details of it, you can actually see that it's not just the dome and the minaret that matches, but the wall that's next to it, the curve of the pavement near it, the
Underwater,
position of
deep sea stuff.
poles,
That shit
buildings,
scares the
and all these
fuck
other
out of me,
details.
Lynx.
So that allowed me to confirm this was
Exclamation mark
exactly
RT in the chat, by the way, if you want to
video.
retweet
And it was the
my
first time
my
I'd
tweet that
used this
says we're
kind of
live. That will be very
geolocation.
helpful.
It kind of became like a puzzle to solve with each new video. It was just me, you know,
Oh, okay,
playing
Lynx,
spot the
I get
difference
that.
with, you know, satellite imagery and video.
I had to look it up. Oh shit! I just noticed, dude. It's the stormtrooper penis. He has my mic arm and he has the stormtrooper penis. Those of you who are old school Strike Force people will remember that we actually saw it in the when we look back at old moments on the Streamiversary this Saturday. This mic we called the Stormtrooper penis because, well, I mean, it has a very interesting look.
Me, you know, playing spot the difference with, you know, satellite imagery and videos. By 2012, the conflict in Syria was escalating and there were kind of more armed groups appearing. And I wanted to know what weapons they had, so I started examining them. And then bombs.
Thanks for the
started
host,
being
Kenjis. How you doing, my
mortar
dude?
Shells. So I started trying to ID what they were. And because there's such a vast amount of information online about Soviet era weaponry, like really detailed.
Look at that. Collective Awareness Tuxo. Hey, Tux. I'm doing good. You? I'm doing okay, my dude. I'm doing okay. Marank! How you doing, Marank? Here's your fist bump! We're hanging out at this documentary Dursday or whatever we're gonna call this day. We're watching a few documentaries. We voted on them in the Discord, and the first one that won was I Exposed a Russian Assassination Squad. So far,
information. It was possible from even fragments of these bombs to figure out exactly what bombs were being used.
What?
If I saw a weapon, I could figure out what it was really quickly. But there started being these videos being shared online by rebel groups in the
4chan
south of
ass
the
level,
country
my
with
dude.
weapons that I'd never seen before.
anybody remember that? When they tried to...
One fellowship for free coming up.
Kenjis!
Keep the change, you filthy
Thank you! Thank you, Kenjis, for 2 gifted subs. Holy fuck! Yo!
One fellowship for free coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the crazy Kenjis! Thank you, Kenjis! Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my dude. Oh my god, he's so generous. Thank you. Yeah, that gets you. Oh, you're just not today's top fist, but thank you so much for 2 gifted subs. 265 that 63 that should be. I think we're 37 subs away from the next goal.
One fellowship for free coming up.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
But wait, there's more. 4 more subs! Can we get some hype and love in the chat for
One
the
fellowship for free
contagious
coming up.
Kenjis! Thank you!
Coming up.
Holy shit, dude!
The change,
I don't know why it's not. Oh, it updated. It updated. Holy shit, dude. 33 away from the next goal. Kenjis, thank you very much. You're not even a sub yourself. It's incredible.
One fellowship for free
Thank you
coming up.
very
The change,
much.
you filthy animal.
I'm going to turn off the alerts. I'm going to turn off the alert sound for now so we can watch the thing. But thank you. Oh, maybe I shouldn't.
One fellowship for free coming up.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
What the fuck? What is going on, man?
One fellowship
I'm
for
cooming.
free coming up.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
27 away from the goal. Holy shit, man. Kenjis, thank you for another 5 fucking gifts up. Kenjis! What the fuck? We haven't even watched the first thing.
Keep the
What the
change,
fuck? There's
you
more?
filthy animal.
Bellerofantes with the 3 gifted subs, the beautiful Bellerofontes. What the fuck? Thank you, Bellerofontes, and God, Cass Elisa with the 5. The crazy, the contagiously awesome Cass Elisa. I need more hype shit to use when this happens. I need more hype buttons. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cass. Thank you, Bellerofontes. Thank you, Kenjis. We are 20 away from the goal, bro.
Bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I'm gonna have to set up a button to turn off the sound of the alerts for Documentary Dursday, just so I can be like, alright, shut up. We want to watch something. Man, thank you very much, Cass, Bellerofontes, and Kenjis. Cass, how you doing? You get that sub smash. Thank you very much. Oh, we lost one. We already dropped one. Shit, it's already fighting back. It's fighting back. It doesn't want us to get to 300. Anyway, we are watching documentaries tonight. Ken, just thank you so much for the generosity, man. We're watching documentaries tonight. I let you guys vote what you wanted to watch on the Discord, and this one won. It's I exposed a Russian assassination squad. Bellerofontes gifted another one. Ladies and gentlemen, the brutal Bellerofontes! Thank you, Bellerofontes. 280 it must be. Dude, what if it drops again? We're gonna have to get to 300, my dude. God damn. Thank you very much, Bellerofontes, for another gifted sub. Holy Christ, man. Holy Christ. Sometime next week, we're gonna drop like 120. God, can we get to 300 before that? I don't know. But thank you, Bellerofontes. Let's watch the documentary. I exposed the Russian assassination squad. It's super users. I think all they did was do that from home with what they found on the internet. They compared pictures and shit and like geographical stuff to figure out whose weapons were used in this conflict. And by comparing pictures, they saw that it was Russians.
Completely new, and I was like, well, what are these? And they didn't seem to be anything that had been used in that region.
No, but for real, that's what I said before all the sub gifts happened. It's like 4chan. It's like they're a piece of shit. But then there's this one situation when somebody mistreated a cat on camera, and they studied the freaking 480p image for 2 months, figuring out where that person lives just from what they see in the video. And then calling the school, calling the police. It's insane. It's scary. Well, like, if the internet, if put together as a hive mind, they can fuck you up, my dude.
Of this kind of secret weapons exports from, you know, the former Yugoslavia being smuggled by the Saudis through Jordan to the rebels in the south by watching YouTube videos.
That's fucking incredible. That's fucking incredible.
I launched Bellingcat on July 14th, 2014. 3 days later, Malaysian Airlines Flight 17
that's all that
shot
takes.
down over eastern Ukraine, a passenger plane
It's
that had
scary.
298 people on it.
No, look at
and
the
it became
MacBook.
this huge international incident. We've been really able to document Russia's involvement with the shooting down, despite their continual denials and propaganda and disinformation. The first thing we were able to show was the route of the missile launcher filmed and photographed on the day MH17 was shot down. We've also not only been able to show where the missile was in Ukraine, but track it through Russia, because a few weeks before MH17 was shut down, there was a convoy of Buk missile launchers that went to the border with Ukraine, and one of those missile launchers had damage and markings that matched perfectly to the one that was in Ukraine.
They
So we were able
checked
to
the
prove that Russia
damages on the
supplied this missile
cars,
launcher.
bro.
The cockpit section of MH17 broke off and landed in a field.
Dude, the
of
Russians
sunflowers.
hate them.
People then went to it and started taking photographs of it.
Russian officials hate this one trick. You see an ad somewhere on a porn website or like on their website. Russian officials hate this one trick. Boss Sang, how you doing, my dude? What's up, Boss Sang? Here's your sub smash. How you doing, my dude? We're watching some documentaries. This one is on a few hackers who found a way to fucking expose a Russian assassination squad just from stuff they found on the internet, which is mind-blowing, dude.
Around it. I took all those photographs.
Please retweet the tweet that we're live, by the way, if you haven't done so yet, exclamation mark RT. Even if you have like one follower, it really helps because it tells the Twitter algorithm that it's a good thing to do. So please retweet. Thank you so much.
Anywhere else on the aircraft.
Or share on Facebook. I have a Facebook page. I even posted the story on Instagram.
A few years ago,
look,
Russia,
this is what I fucking mean. They found a picture of the plane and then like constructed that this was the piece of, and it fits perfectly. You see this? My fucking god, dude.
A few years ago, Russia.
This is what I learned Photoshop for.
Series of posts on social media claiming that it had irrefutable evidence that the US was helping ISIS to recover its combat capabilities after fighting in Iraq and Syria. And in this post, they had a number of photographs that they claimed were from drones that show this happening. But I had actually recognized that one of the photographs looked a bit suspicious. It was claimed to be an ISIS automobile convoy. But I looked at it and I thought that it looks a bit blocky, a bit weird. And I thought back to kind of my days of gaming where you have kind of AC-130 gunships where you kind of sit with the black and white imagery shooting things.
Are you fucking, did he say my days of gaming? Motherfucker, he played Call of Duty. He played Call of fucking Duty. Remember that airship and you had this view and then you like press the button and it went like it was like the sound of the cannon was and then you look at this image and it just suddenly goes like black splots, and then where the black splots exploded everything was like toasted. I saw this and it reminded me of my days of gaming. It's from everybody in the back, like the gamers, like gamers stand up for the good for the good on the planet. Now gamers will save the earth from fucking learning how to use iron sights on an M4. It's incredible. The croissant my back, yes sir. Thank you very much, Boss Sang. How's your week so far, my dude? Also, what's your favorite kind of documentary? That's a question of the day.
Red fire button on the bottom right hand corner, and this is exactly the same footage they'd been using for their fire button on the
what?
From. It was a computer game. You can tell it's a computer game because there's a big red fire button on the bottom right hand corner, and this is exactly the same footage they'd been using for their irrefutable evidence that the US was helping ISIS. So they were literally caught using computer game screenshots as evidence.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
What? I gotta tune back on that. Wait, I'm sorry.
They take gunship simulator.
So
with kind of my days of gaming. Where you have
no, wait.
It was claimed to be an ISIS automobile convoy. But I looked at it and I thought that it looks a bit blocky, a bit weird. And I thought back to kind of my days of gaming where you have kind of AC-130 gunships.
So this picture was used as evidence by the US government?
So search for AC-130 gunship simulator on YouTube. And the first result was actually the same video they had taken a screenshot
hell, they
from.
just edited out the fucking fire button?
You can tell it's a computer game because there's a big
development
red fire button
footage
on the bottom right-hand corner. And this is exactly the same.
Like the thing is, no, that's not what gives away that it's a game. The fact that it says development footage, this is a work in progress, that gives it away. What the fuck, man? No. They just figured out how much is like lying, how much of the evidence that's
computer game because there's a big red fire button on the bottom.
So we have a law in our state that prevents you from doing Secret Service stuff. I wonder when you cross the line from investigative journalism to intelligence stuff. I would have to read that law. But I would assume it's a very high level. Really, they can't tell by looking at polygons? I can count the pixels. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the alert sounds again. Ladies and gentlemen. Asuna is now a member of the Knuckle Crew. The amazing Asuna! Hey! Thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you for the follow. Where you from? How you doing? It is Documentary Thursday. We watched some documentaries that the community voted on. And other than that, we're just having a good time and chilling. So how are you? Where are you from? What is your favorite kind of documentary? Is the question of the day. And Boss said his favorite kind of documentary is horror. What's a horror documentary? How do you document horror? That sounds freaking horrendous, my dude. Horrendous. Get it? This one is I exposed a Russian assassination squad. This is just like some fucking hackers
right-hand corner.
who exposed the Russian assassination squad.
For their irrefutable evidence.
Sexy moi love! How you doing? Sub smash for you. How are you doing today? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. How are you?
Next kind of really big story, I would say.
What's your favorite kind of documentary?
Dina
Bean!
Two
Hey! How are you tonight?
They claim to be sports nutrition.
All of you, if you just tuned in, go to my Discord in the attention channel. You guys can vote on all the documentary topics that you are interested in, and that's what we're gonna watch. If this works, if this is a cool little thing that we do on Thursdays, if we have fun watching these documentaries and you guys are interested too, we can do this like every Thursday. We can do Documentary Dursday or some shit. My favorite documentary is Der Pennymarkt an der Reeperbahn. Dude, I watched that. Isn't it like all these like drunk antisocial people from Reeperbahn going into that one cheap grocery store, and the people who work there, like they see all kinds of shit? Love me some nature documentaries. That's fair. That's fair. I want to give you guys some different documentaries. This time I chose all Vice stuff because Vice usually has interesting stuff. We can also do nature stuff, but I would like documentaries that are fun to watch and fun to react to. And not stuff you would just like run in the background while you're working, you know. So if your paper news agency decides not to publish your report, it's intelligence. If People Mag can publish a screen from RDR2 as a pic of Arizona or so, as one of the most beautiful places in the US. They did that, my dude. What? I mainly watch how the E-meme is created. I have no idea what that means. If you publish it, investigative journalism. If you just write a report for your superior, intelligence. Fucking hell.
They gave this big interview on Russia Today saying we came...
I've been watching... Kate and I have been watching a lot of Formula 1 on Netflix. It's super interesting. We're never gonna actually watch Formula 1, like the thing. But it's super fucking interesting. I also like true crime docs, serial killer, whatnot. Sexy More Love says, I'm great. I love serial killing documentaries. I also finally transferred. I'm in love with my new locations. They have me bouncing between two stores, but they're both so much closer. Nice. Oh, that's the wrong one. Nice, Tina. Sorry. I'm mixing up everything. I'm a little tired. Sexy, nice. That is good to hear. That is very good to hear. Thanks again to Belarofantis, Casalisa, and Kenjis. For dropping so many gift subs. We're already at 280 with 22 subs today. We're trying to get to 300 before the drop happens. You guys are nuts. Thank you very much, man. I'm gonna have to see if Kate is up, by the way. I'll be right back. One second. Okay, all good. The wife's up. The wife's up. It's good. It's all fine. It's all fine. Let's go.
To visit Salisbury's famous 120.
While he's away, how do we get a hype train in here? Too late. I mean, I'm not going to say no if you want to start one, but
using
too late.
basically leaked data from Russia, because Russia is a very corrupt police state, so you can purchase actually pretty much anything you want about anyone. And we did that about the spies and revealed there were actually 2 GRU officers.
Thank you, Dina, for the 50 biddies.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you very much. In 2015 in Bulgaria. That then led us to...
This is gonna sound funny, but I was super what do you call it? I was scared. No, I was paranoid, because my bachelor thesis, which was also published. Cass, thank you for the 48 bitties. Thank you so much, you guys. My bachelor thesis, my bachelor thesis was published, and it was on, did Russia use its outlet Russia Today, or RT in the US, to influence voters towards voting against Clinton and/or for Trump. My analysis found they did. And for like a while, I was like paranoid. Like I can never go to like St. Petersburg with my wife or something because they're gonna poison me and shit. She was like, bro, I don't think they're gonna poison you for a slightly Russian critical bachelor's thesis. But this guy, man, like if he says like I'm not eating anything people give me while I'm in Russia because I'm scared they're gonna poison me. Man, they've been shown to do that. So. You know, I am William T. How you doing, William? What's Gucci? Thank you for tuning in, my dude. How are you today on Documentary Thursday? I hope you voted on the documentaries that we should watch on Discord. Discord Documentary Thursday. We can make like so many awesome names out of this series. You can go to my Discord and you can go into the attention channel, all of you, by the way, and you can vote with reactions which of these that sound cool to you, and those are the ones we're gonna watch. Please highlight everything you find funny or interesting or something so we can make videos out of it. And William, how's life, duder? How's life, my duder? All right, let me go back into my own Discord. Here we go. Monkey Parkway. What? All right, cat. How you doing, my dude? What's good? Here's your fist bump. How you doing? All right. Thank you for tuning in. Now let's keep watching this dude. He's been, for those of you who just joined in, I exposed the Russian assassination squad. These guys basically Google. I mean, am I wrong, chat? Like they basically Google and expose like a lot of shit just by finding like pictures of shells and where they were manufactured from and comparing them to like images from battlefields and figuring out who did which attack. Can we get a burp counter? Tux, are you still here? Should we start a burp counter? Maybe we should start a burp counter. I think Tux can make one. I think our bot is able to do so. I'm good, says William. I'm glad to hear that, my dude. I'm glad. What's your favorite kind of documentary, William? What's your favorite kind of stuff?
The discovery of Russia's secret nerve agent program, which had supposed to be shut down, but we tracked all the scientists to new scientific labs where they just happened to be working together and calling up the assassins in these poisonings just before they did the poisonings. When Navalny was poisoned in August 2020, we looked at those people again, discovered they were talking to some FSB members who just happened to be part of a team that had been following Navalny on 40 separate trips, including the one he was poisoned on. And now we're investigating more poisonings by the same FSB team. So that whole story is basically stumbling across.
You know how much time this takes?
Assassination program.
How do they fund this shit?
We not only have kind of, you know, these details, but we've got phone records, travel records, photos, just masses of information about this secret.
How do they fund this shit? Who pays for this?
We are concerned about our security. I mean, ever since 2015, we've been targeted by the Russian media. If I'm traveling about, I don't talk about my travel plans until after I've done the traveling. But when you're doing kind of events, because you're not attracting kind of the attention of Russia, but also basically lunatics who think you are part of the CIA and they think you might need a good stabbing. So you get really nervous when you do certain events.
Fuck, man. Bro, what the fuck, man? Like, petition for a wrong button too. What I hate so much about this shit is that every time somebody's like, oh, you know, they're watching us and, you know, they're doing this secret shit. Your instinct is to be like, man, shut the fuck up, dude. You know, like, come on, bro. But like, you see this shit and, I don't know. It's a little weird. It's a little weird for sure. What's the next one? The next one is the second highest rated. I'm so happy to be an average human. Yeah, right? Right? No one special, no one outstanding, just like a regular fucking person. How conspiracy theories threaten human civilization. Oh, that's right up my fucking alley. That is right up my fucking alley, my dude. That is perfect. That is perfect. 100%. I have to watch this shit. God, this is gonna be bad. Alright, so let me find it. That man has no life. Is he making money from these videos? I hope. I really hope so. I really hope. Because they always spoke in like a plural. Like, we do this and we. So I think they're a team. and I do think they deserve to get all that to make some money. Oh, I just found a few new. Oh, dude, I'm gonna have to make a huge list of shit I can offer you inside the U.S. war on terror in Somalia, but maybe that's a little too intense. So let's look at the list. The second one is how conspiracy theories. Okay, Vice. How conspiracy theories threaten. There you go. Truth. I mean, the series is called Truth Hurts. Oh no. Yo, Strike. Yo, Hex. What's up, baby? I just want to say you did a pretty good job with leading the cast yesterday. Really enjoyed it, but I'll listen as a podcast, to be fair. That's fine, my dude. Hex, thank you very much for the nice words. I'm trying to establish myself a little bit as a host. So getting good feedback like that is super valuable. Hexy boy! Thank you very much. Here's your fist bump, my dude. How's your week? What's your favorite kind of documentary? You were watching a few documentaries tonight. I let people vote on what they want to watch here. And the second one that we're going to watch is how conspiracy theories threaten human civilization. It's all Vice stuff. I think tonight we're watching the fucking lunatic dramatic shit. Maybe next Thursday we're watching the chill shit. Chill documentaries, just like fun animal documentaries. You know, with that what's that guy's name? That famous British documentary narrator. What's his name again? Fuck, I forgot his name. I forgot his name. Come on, Chad, help me out here. Famous British documentary narrator. His name is David Attenborough. I think, is he dead? Has he died? Is an English broadcaster. Very good. Dave is still alive. Thank you very much, Dave. So we should watch David Attenborough documentaries because it's like so awesome. Like all the shit is happening. Like these animals are fighting and shit. Like the male has stopped. The male's patience has worn thin. He is not willing to accept further provocation from the female. Bah, bah! And they just fucking... Here we see the strike in his natural habitat. He tries to entertain the rest of the flock, but often fails. Such is the life of an entertainer class human. Still, he seems to be quite prolific. He has a lot of experience, and he will try again tomorrow. But for now, he returns. Yeah, I don't have a deep voice though. But for now, he returns to his nest to rest and test the best zest of the rest. Okay, let's watch this one. How conspiracy theories threaten human civilization.
The whole toxic frustration of conspiracy theories is that they can never be proved wrong. All evidence against their ideas just becomes part of the conspiracy. This is largely why, even though
Tux, you gotta
they
watch
seem
this
obsessed
one.
with science, they always get actual science so wrong.
This is going to kill billions.
Conspiracy theories versus science.
Okay, this is gonna piss me the fuck off, my dude.
A global
This is gonna
pandemic
piss
is
me
sweeping
off.
through the world, claiming hundreds of thousands of lives. At the same time, new technologies are emerging, promising to transform the way we live. Inevitably, people start connecting one with the other, blaming this new tech for the disease that is terrifying their societies. We are, of course...
I gotta share this with you guys. My dad, I think it was my dad who used to say this. When we talked about conspiracy theorists on the internet and how they become stronger and stronger and how they connect and network. My dad, I think it was my dad, used to say, you know, back in my day, every village used to have like 1 or 2 or 3 village idiots that said weird shit, believed in weird shit, and then usually they were shut down by everybody else. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. You know, like...
You need to shut the fuck up.
Like what you say is, it's annoying and it's pointless, so shut up. So they were socially shunned and they spent their day in social shunnery or whatever you want to put it. Today with the internet, all these in German they were called Dorfidioten, all these village idiots can connect into like village idiot communities They can village idiot energy each other and make each other more intense village idiots, but tell each other they're not actually village idiots, but village geniuses. So you have a whole ass growing community of nothing but village idiots thinking they're village geniuses. Oh, okay. No, thank you. I'm gonna turn off my email. Village idiot conglomerates. The VIC. The VIC. The village idiot conglomerates is what it's where it's at, boy.
Talking about the Russian flu of 1898, which killed over 1 million people and was frequently blamed on electric light bulbs. Funnily enough, it turned out that electric light bulbs don't cause the flu. It's been well established that belief in conspiracy theories is related to a disbelief in actual science. In fact, it was a philosopher of science, Karl Popper, who first coined the term conspiracy theory.
Popper, I love him.
So, through history, new technology has inspired waves of fear and paranoia.
Popper,
when the steam train was invented in the 19th century, doommongers claimed that if it went over...
Popper is the man who coined the paradox of tolerance. Every time some right-wing dumbass or something is being fronted by a leftist person or a progressive person for being intolerant, they always like, oh, you always say you're so tolerant, then you have to tolerate my opinions. See, no, that's where the paradox of tolerance comes into play. If you let intolerant thought schools, if you let intolerant opinions like become widespread and become more influential because you're being told you have to tolerate it, these intolerant ideas will destroy, will damage and marginalize a democracy and a healthy way of living together. So the only thing, if you want to be a tolerant person, like an open, tolerant person, the only thing you shall not be tolerant of is intolerance, is intolerant ideas based on intolerance, racism, homophobia, sexism, and so on. Even though those are not opinions, those are just mental problems. You know, Cecil Hotel. Have you heard of Cecil Hotel? No. No, I have not. What is that? The Cecil Hotel. Budget hotel in downtown Los Angeles. The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. Is that Netflix? Netflix doc. Yeah. Haven't watched it. The problem is we couldn't watch it together because I can't watch Netflix with you guys. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Sounds interesting though. Damn.
30 miles per hour, everyone on it would melt. If it went over 50, every female passenger would have her uterus sucked out.
Mad sus till the end.
We saw a similar thing with the coronavirus pandemic. As the world went into lockdown, stories shot around the internet that the whole thing was a deliberate biological attack using 5G broadband. These tales got a push from celebrities like Woody Harrelson, Amir Khan, and MIA. 5G engineers were being verbally assaulted on the street, and several masts in the UK were burned down. But all this was actually building on conspiracy theories about 5G that had already been circulating well before
5G conspiracy theories have been going around,
you don't know what 5G network is, trust me, your ass will find out sooner or later. It's a very, 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 very fast internet connection, and it has a very high level of radiation. All kind of studies are already shown people's gonna be catching cancer, already catching cancer.
This shit is bad. Like, this shit is going to cause turmoil to your people.
Bro, how the fuck am I going to trust a message from a guy that can't even say turmoil like it's one word? This shit's gonna cause turmoil. Well, that's good. We're already running out of oil. The planet is running out of oil. We need more oil. If we find more ways to make oil, such as turmoil, why the fuck not? Thank you. I'm very confused about this 5G thing. It's just, you know what 5G is, right, boss? It's the new net. It has a higher output and I think a shorter wavelength than 4G. But it's not ultimately higher powered as far as I know. But there's gonna be idiots who are gonna be like, 5G, I don't trust it. They're using 5G to control our minds and make us do what they. You know, the they. It's always the they. It's always the they. The point is, if conspiracy theorists start the they with, I don't know, say your local government, like your local municipal government, district government, and then you prove that the district government is not in on it, on the conspiracy, they're going to be like, yeah, but it's one level higher. And then if you prove that they are, and it's one, and a conspiracy theorist is never like, okay, well, I guess I was wrong. I guess you proved me wrong. You can't, because the moment they feel like they don't know what to tell you anymore, they're going to be like, oh, you're in on it. You're part of the conspiracy. They pay you to shut people like me up. It's a never-ending crock of shit. I'm positive Bill Gates is establishing 5G to spread COVID so he can sell vacuums. Vaccinations. Of course, yeah. I got my first half of vaccines. I want to get vaccinated. Fucking Switzerland.
Long before COVID, when 5G first appeared, conspiracy theorists claimed that shadowy, evil forces of the government, Bill Gates, the Illuminati, or whoever, were using this new tech to make us ill, to control the population, make money, or whatever the Microsoft Freemasons seem to want.
The vast majority
it was the
of people
Teletubbies all along.
To increase our number across the country. If anybody thinks that this is going to kill 6 million, think again. This is going to kill billions.
In a way, conspiracy theories are a sort of bad mimicry of what scientists actually do, questioning existing narratives and trying to discover the truth. A good example is the anti-vaccine movement. The anti-vax movement started in 1998 when a doctor named Andrew Wakefield claimed that the MMR vaccine gave kids autism.
Wakefield was debunked.
And within a few years, that paper was discredited. And
Here's another thing. The whole point of scientific method is that somebody brings forth a theory and then other people try to debunk it. If they cannot debunk it, that theory upholds, and it's the working theory, is what we assume to be true, unless hypothesis. Okay, a hypothesis. Sorry, it's the working theory. Is the hypothesis we assume to be true, because we have not been able to debunk it yet. We have not been able to reject it yet, based on scientific method. The problem of this is. Oh my god, man, I'm fucking pissed already. The problem of this is they come up with this shit like a doctor. Having a PhD doesn't suddenly make you a person who's completely devoid of any like any weird shit happening in your head. Obviously you're not, but at Wakefield had already been they already found Wakefield to be doing weird shit as a doctor before this. So Wakefield said like, oh, you know, fucking 5G is gonna kill people or whatever. 30 papers came out that debunked him. 30 or something came out. It's like, this bullshit. What this guy says is bullshit. They took his license. They took his practice license. Okay. They took his practice license. But if this happens, the smart ladies and gentlemen in the conspiracy theory community wouldn't be like, okay, well, he said something. It was outrageous enough for them to take his license because it was debunked so many times. All right, well, I guess he fucked up. I guess he was wrong. No, it's a reason for them to be like, they took his license because they don't want him to spread the truth. It's impossible. Like, there is no discussion. It's this level of stupidity where you are unable to differentiate being factually wrong with being a bad person or being of less value as a human being. And then you cannot accept being wrong, ever. And you cannot accept ever saying, I was wrong. I got fucked up, my dude. I was wrong. It happens, you know, it happens. It's fucking annoying.
Wakefield was banned from practicing medicine. That didn't stop him from becoming an anti-vax superstar, flying around the world on speaking tours and dating 90s supermodel Elle Macpherson.
Any regrets, Dr. Wakefield?
No regrets, thank you.
There is now an entire...
One of the darker points of this is a lot of these people, I do believe a lot of these people don't actually, like people in leadership positions like him, don't actually fully believe that kind of bullshit. They just realize the impact and power they have on people. They enjoy it, so they keep going, you know?
mini industry of pseudoscience hacks, celebrities, and
yeah,
US
boss.
presidents
There you go,
who
my
now
dude.
call vaccines
What
into
boss said.
question, often while making money selling alternative therapies. This is dangerous. Vaccines only work effectively if enough people within a population actually use them, and the WHO lists vaccine hesitancy as among the 10 biggest health threats to mankind.
Think about it. If you're healthy, what's the common sense in taking a vaccine? It doesn't make any sense.
Have you ever thought of the future beyond? Here's what fucks me up so much, dude. Here's what fucks me up so much about this shit. It is always black and white with these people. It is always literally only black and white with these people. Also, MG Destiny, how you doing, my dude? Sorry, we're talking about conspiracy theories right now because we're watching a documentary. It's always black and white. It's like, I just read shit on Twitter. I just read the shit on Twitter. If masks are so good, why are we locking down? If locking down is so good, why do we have to wear masks? Because shit in real life isn't 0% efficient or 100% efficient. It can be 80% efficient. It can be 85% efficient. So you use multiple things together to get as close to 100%. How is this so freaking hard to understand, my fucking guy? How is this so hard to understand? We are so many people that the possibility that something is eradicated is near zero. There's always going to be one person, and you need one person to spread shit. Lord, give me the strength, my fucking dude. I'm now going to address God as my fucking dude every time. Nucci, how you doing? Just joined, but apparently the psychology behind conspiracy theorists is that believing in them gives them a sense of control, which, yes, I read that too. Nucci, first of all, hello. Here's your best bump. Thank you for tuning in. Nucci, how are you? How's your week? What's your favorite kind of documentary? It is Documentary Dursday. We're watching some documentaries and having an interesting conversation. Thank you very much for coming. Secondly, you're right. It's this idea of everything is becoming more complicated, and it's true. Like, it's true. The world is a complicated fucking place, and it's overwhelming sometimes. And if you are of less intellect, I mean, I guess on average, this is where it comes from. If you're of less intellect, of lower intellect, you're going to cling to the easiest explanation that somehow makes sense to make sense of it all. I guess. I don't know. I don't know, my dude. Oh, I think... Oh, Llama, did you lose your sub? No! Oh, shit, it happened. Okay, well, I want to join... Llama started the church of my fucking dude. Do you accept my fucking dude as your fucking dude? Very good. I hereby... Llama, I hereby anoint you high priest of the church of my fucking dude. Okay? Keep our sheep in keep them in line. Is the priest of this church sort of a raging animal? I don't know, maybe something like that. Something like that. As long as there's no tax. Nah, we don't do church tax. Fuck that. Church tax is a sub. Subscribe to me. Neelia Murmur, how you doing? Here's your Sub Smash. Thank you for tuning in. I am in. Should I make a Discord channel? Church of MFG, and then we see how many of you guys join. Working in pharma advertising, we try to dumb stuff down as much as possible for patients to like a 5th grade reading level, but it's hard to convey complex science like that. It's painful.
Because it is of the devil.
Because the anti-vax movement can't disprove the science behind vaccines, they have only one place to go: conspiracy theory.
Anything that goes against what they're pitching, a conspiracy theorists regarding masks. I know for a fact they don't work, and I've seen enough evidence to say they don't.
Calling scientists liars is a cornerstone of most conspiracies. But the problem is that we need to trust in scientists, because when you tear up the very basis of truth, you can start to believe in anything. If we don't believe in
Sister
science,
Cass.
very bad, powerful people with lots of
Question
money
of the day,
get
what's your
to claim
favorite kind of
whatever they
documentary?
want. Bad people like the fossil fuel lobby. Because they can't disprove what 99% of scientists in the world think, that man-made climate change is real and incredibly dangerous, oil companies will fund official-sounding think tanks to sow just enough doubt that politicians can avoid making meaningful change. Companies like Exxon and right-wing billionaire political donors like the Mercer family and the Koch brothers pump millions of dollars into places with illustrious-sounding names like the Heartland Institute, Cato Institute, and the Heritage Foundation in order to undermine climate science without evidence.
I'm
it's
pissed.
just a con job. What's going on with this man-induced global warming? I mean, there's all this fuss and carry on, trying to scare us. But it's really about money.
An essential part of the climate change denial movement is the idea that scientists, universities, national research institutes, NGOs, charities, the UN, the WHO, and NASA are all part of a giant nefarious plot to stop people driving SUVs so that they can get more research funding or something.
How the fuck does this make sense? Stop driving SUVs so checks notes. I can get more money. Stop driving SUVs so my spaghetti tastes better. Fucking
Naturally changes, and it has since the beginning of Earth.
I don't get it.
It's something that the global elites, Rothschild Zionists, use as a way to keep us in fear and basically make us feel as human beings that we are destroying the earth and we're dirty, nasty beings.
Without conspiratorial thinking questioning science, there really is no
guys, drive less. Strike gets more subs.
So,
it's true.
As easy as it is to laugh at conspiracy
Use public
theories,
transport so I
the
can get
dangers
money.
they represent aren't just limited to inspiring random bits of terrorism. When it comes to science, they actually threaten the continued existence of advanced human civilization on Earth. So, that's great. Thanks, conspiracies.
Motherfucker, dude. The concept of global elite. Look, okay, here's my point against the new world order global elite that controls everything that happens in the world. Just listen, just hear me out. Just hear me out on this one. Just hear me out on this one. Have you ever been part of some organization that has talks within themselves that is agreed it should not leak, like it should not get out? Have you ever seen a company that is planning a device or a product that is worth like billions, trillions of dollars, and it is imperative that they don't lose control over who sees it, over who finds out? What does Apple, I don't know, Apple, you know? And then there's a leak, right? There's a leak. Somebody, I think there was even an Apple guy who forgot his prototype at a bar. Like, there's a leak. Either somebody can't keep their fucking mouth shut because they want to impress someone or because they're drunk or stupid. Or somebody's like, you know, like, I don't trust in this anymore, so I'll exit and I'll just leak because my manager was mean. Two things. If there was a global controlling organization, are you my guy? Are you telling me that in the last, what, I don't know, fucking 500 years that it has been active, nobody ever actually leaked it in a way where you're like, okay, well, that's not just like random shit. That's like truth. That's like proof, you know? A and B, imagine I was on the board. Imagine I was on the board of this global group that controls everything. Say it's 10 people. How do you imagine such a fucking meeting to go? Like, all right, that concludes item 3 on our list, which is which countries are we going to get into World War III when it starts in roughly 2 years. Everybody written that down? Mrs. Frank, have you put that in the protocol? Good. I would like to move on to item 4 on our list, which is where can we place more little hints and little numerical hints and riddles to show that we have control of everything. That's another thing. Like, why would a controlling organization hide little hints and little things in like dollar notes or numerical, you know, like in symbols all over the world? If I were in control like that, why would I hide it for people to find? I just don't get it. Like, why? Why would you do that? Strack predicting World War III at 100%. People who want to believe a conspiracy theory will see anything as proof to. But I'm sorry, but that's mental instability. This kind of confusion. That's a mental instability, dude. That actual video from the northern UK of a guy climbed to the comms tower and disassembled a board that there's a chip in the antenna that says COV-19. Sure, Jeff. The new all-powerful world order, their plans, foiled by Jeff's screwdriver that found that... Exactly. That's exactly my point. That is exactly my point. That is exactly my point, what Ivanhoe said. Sure, Frank. You bought a or like the thing, like there's an anti-baby pill in pregnancy tests. So if you put it in your punani or something, you're gonna instantly get like, and then they open it and there was a pill inside. And they were like, oh shit, that's an anti-baby pill. No, Karen. That's a pill made to keep any moisture out of this little pregnancy test device until it is actually used, so the pregnancy test doesn't break from humidity in the air before it's used. Nah, dude, it's just because the people controlling literally the whole world are very stupid. Yeah, they must be. Why would you do a job like that, man? Why would you ever pick up a job like that? They must be very dumb, my dude. Okay, let's watch this one first. The most dangerous conspiracy theory in the world. Truth hurts. Dude, she looks done. I don't know. She looks done already. She's like, fucking why? I went to my boss, like she works at Vice. I went to my boss and said, hey man, can I do a documentary series? And boss was like, yeah, we have this thing called Truth Hurts. She was like, oh shit, what is it about? Conspiracy theories. Look how many dislikes this video had. Holy fuck. Yeah, but look at the comments. Paul Gaviria with no profile picture. Vice from 8 years ago would have exposed the Vice of today. It is easier to fool a man than to convince him that he's been fooled. I miss the days when conspiracy theorists were peddling UFOs and chemtrails. Those were simpler times. My god. Yeah, but the ratio is insane. Damn. Let's watch.
The internet has been accused of wrecking many things over the years. cameras, the record industry, blockbuster
Why is
video,
this video so
travel
low in
agents,
volume?
roadmaps, empathy, civilized debate, and porno mags. One thing it hasn't killed, though, is the conspiracy theory. In fact, the internet is breathing new life into some crazy ideas that have been doing the rounds for centuries.
Yeah, it's silica gel, exactly.
About the movement, other than I understand they like me very much.
How QAnon rips off the oldest conspiracy theory in the world.
Yeah, but
On the face
it's
of
like
it,
what Tuck says,
QAnon
man.
is a Trump-era conspiracy.
Also, Lama, how's the church doing? How many conscripts do you have so far? But it's true. It's true. Like, if everybody who believes in these conspiracy bullshit things were actually standing up against rich people controlling everything, like factually the influence of rich people controls how everybody else lives, this would be a different fucking planet, my dude. Also, Tux, I think people want you to start a burp counter. Sorry. So yeah. Can you please start a burp counter?
It's basically an ever-expanding web of madness designed to make
I
Trump
counted 5
look as if
followers
he's
so far, but it's not about the follower
fighting
count.
a
True.
global movement
See,
of
that's why I
evil
made
child
Lama
killers.
High Priest. High dude. High dude of the
QAnon
my fucking
is so
guy.
famous now that even your gran knows about it. In fact,
fucking
that's
dude.
basically
Wasn't my
the
fucking dude?
problem. Your gran loves QAnon, and so do all her Facebook friends. But QAnon isn't as new as you'd imagine. It's basically a version of every old conspiracy theory. And at its heart is a thing called the Protocols of the Elders of Zion.
What?
The most damaging conspiracy theory in history.
The what? The
Protocols
what of the what
Elders of
now?
Zion is a 100-year-old book. It's a book that was read by Hitler and a book that inspired the 9/11 terrorists. It is perhaps the most dangerous book ever published, a crazy lie that has hung over the head of every single Jewish person ever since. The book claims to be a real record of a secret meeting. In this secret meeting, powerful Jewish people plot to take over the world, secretly start wars, manipulate banks and media, and form an eternal one-world government. Obviously, this is an insane racist fantasy. The Protocols was proven to be a hoax in 1921. It was most likely the work of the Russian Empire's secret police, looking to whip up support for the Tsar by scapegoating a minority, in this case, Jewish people. Despite the fact that the vast majority of
Bro, come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
European Jews lived in abject poverty, the existence of a few wealthy Jewish families was spun into conspiracy theories of an insular and self-interested Hebrew cabal out to control the world. This is all clearly an insane lie. Unfortunately, the world is a very racist place, so plenty of people were happy to believe it. When the Protocols was published, it was followed by a wave of violent mob riots that led to thousands of Jews being killed. And in America, Henry Ford, the guy who made Ford cars, gave away 500,000 copies for free. More recently, Colonel Gaddafi and Hamas are among those who've used them to bolster anti-Semitic resentment in the Middle East, and it was even the inspiration for a major Egyptian TV series as recently as 2012.
الحركة الصهيونية العنصرية دي حركة بتتحضر من زمان، خطة بتتحضر من زمان وكمان من قبل الميلاد. غزو صهيوني سلمي لكل دول العالم وبخبز التعبان الرمزي.
The lies of the Protocols spread so widely that its central idea of a secret evil group ruling the planet is now fairly common. It is the center point for many conspiracy theories, especially QAnon.
Why is it called QAnon?
gospel.
Why is it called QAnon though?
Gospel claims that the world is run by the families of Hillary Clinton, who isn't Jewish, George Soros, who is, and the Rothschilds, who are as well. Q says that they run the media, control the banks, invent wars, and want to start a one-world government. Sound familiar?
Wake up! Save the children! Wake up!
But what about QAnon's claim that these powerful people also drink the blood of children? Well, child murder isn't directly in the Protocols, but it is based on a dark lie which goes hand in hand with the Protocols: blood libel. Blood libel is the ancient racist myth spread by the Christian Church that Jewish people brutally murder Christian children in order to use their blood in religious rituals. And this is exactly what QAnon claim the Clintons and their secret society do as well. Except in the Q story, killing children is about adrenochrome.
It's about what?
Is a mystical chemical that Q followers claim flows through children's veins that the evil elites drink to get high. Actual scientists have never seen massively...
Wait, so at what age do you lose adrenochrome? So it's just kids? Is this the same kind of medical thinking that says, oh, kids don't have any... Kids have less COVID symptoms, so I guess kids are not going to spread it? What the fuck?
About adrenochrome, but Western counterculture has been mythologizing the stuff
it's
ever
shit
since
my dad
Aldous
believes.
Huxley wrote about it while off his face back in 1954. In A Clockwork Orange, Alex and his gang of sociopaths neck pints of milk laced with adrenochrome between bouts of ultraviolence. And in Hunter S. Thompson's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the character Dr. Gonzo claims it only works if you get it from the adrenal gland of a living human body.
There is conspiracies that the coronavirus is a cover-up for what is truly happening right now. Even over in England, they say that the Queen has been taking this to outstand and live a longer life, and it's said to give you eternal youth.
During coronavirus lockdown, QAnon assumed that many celebrities were looking less glam than usual because the pandemic was cutting off their supply of young blood, causing them adrenochrome withdrawal.
Do not let them normalize pedophilia. Kill Bill Gates! Kill Bill Gates! Yeah, I am.
Bro, imagine you're a computer nerd who started a computer company in the computer's heyday. Also, this dude drinks Red Bull. You do know that Red Bull is made of the pee and cum of underage dogs. You know that, bro? Wake up, dude. Don't support the pee lie. You're putting this stuff in your body because they want you to, so they can control your scrotum.
Yes, I am. I think we're all QAnon zero, most of us. They take children and they sacrifice these children.
People empower their subjects to fantasize about shadowy elites.
Remind me to never eat during your streams again.
That way,
Why?
they're not questioning the power structures.
Oh, because of the pee?
Well, I don't
I'm
know
sorry.
much about the movement other than I understand they like me very much.
Oh, look, it's Orange Boy.
Which I appreciate.
You are secretly saving the world from this satanic cult of pedophiles and cannibals.
Is that supposed to be a bad thing or a good thing? I mean, you know, if I can help save the world from problems, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to put myself out there.
Like, listen to her response. Listen to the sound she made.
Right.
Like it's when you're dumbfounded, when you're like, listen.
To be a bad thing or a good thing? I mean, you know, if I can.
What am I supposed to respond to this? You ultimate fucking moron.
Put myself out there, and we are actually.
Some leaders are so bad, so full of lies, their followers have had to believe in a legion of secret pedo-vampire societies in order to make their leader look like the goodie.
Oh, let's watch this one too. I'm sorry. Where conspiracy theories steal their ideas from. This is it. We're gonna switch to another one next
It's
after.
an unfortunate red pill for the conspiracy community. Whole sections of your worldview have been ripped off from random bits of pop culture trash. Hollywood blockbusters, daytime TV, pulp novels, and kids' comic books.
First step foot upon the moon.
Reptilian entities are behind this manipulation of human society.
Where conspiracy theories and pop culture meet.
Let's start right at the top with conspiracy superstar David Icke. Icke was briefly a professional footballer. Then in 1991, he appeared on a British talk show wearing a turquoise tracksuit and declared he was the Son of God.
You claim to be the Son of God.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yes, you see, the thing is that it's quite funny, really.
He's now spent 30 years developing various theories, all underpinned by the essential belief that a race of shape-shifting, pan-dimensional lizard men have been secretly controlling the destiny of the human race. He's sold millions of books, can fill concert halls with thousands of paying fans on speaking tours.
Why am I still doing this on Twitch, my dude? I could be rich and I could be fucking rich. I just come up with the weirdest fucking thing ever. Like the weirdest fucking thing you could ever. I write a book on it. I'm good at writing. Boom. Be a little charismatic. Be a little charismatic on a stage. That's fucking it. Do you have any solutions for this? I have no idea what we could do against shit like this. See, I don't know, man. I wish I could tell you, hey, man, I don't know. The point is, I saw a tweet lately where somebody said, I am not discussing shit with conspiracy theorists and COVID and COVID refusers, or like pandemic refusers and mask refusers and anti-vaxxers anymore. I have no energy anymore. I have no patience anymore. And it's right. It's true. The rift has become so big because there is no... You don't get off. They don't get off at any point. If you're discussing conspiracy theories with some weird guy at your favorite bar, at some point you're like, oh, you know what, fuck you, man. Like, whatever, my dude. I'll just have a beer and I'll just go home, sleep it off, and tomorrow is going to be a new day. But this pandemic is always here. So the next day you're going to wake up, you're not even going to a bar, but you read the shit online, you go to sleep the next day, you're like, oh, right, pandemic. And you're going to remember that interaction you had, and you're going to be frustrated. So every day you're fucking frustrated because people are like this. I don't get it, man. Because we can't just trust the government and corporation. We can't just allow this to happen either. I don't know what to do. To be fair, if I was partaking in one of these theories, I call myself QAnon Zionist too. It's hiding in plain sight because who would believe such a stupid name wouldn't be made up by idiots?
In a recent interview in which he declared coronavirus was a hoax had over 8 million views by the time YouTube removed it. But there's a problem here. I mean, there's many problems here, but a major one is that his whole fundamental theory is pretty much stolen straight from the plot of a 1980s TV show. The show V ran in the US and the UK in the 80s. It's pretty good. Basically, aliens arrive on Earth. They look just like us. Initially, they offer technological improvements, gaining the trust of the humans. But the heroes then discover that they're actually giant lizards disguising themselves in humanoid costumes, planning to enslave our planet, replace our leaders, and harvest us for food. Which basically is the gist of David Icke's entire philosophy.
People can deny their existence if they like. I do not give a shit. They exist.
So, when Icke goes on about
what does that tell us, my dude? People, if somebody says, I have this theory, I have this hypothesis. Say I have this hypothesis. Somebody's like, bro, look, I have this hypothesis how the world works, and you're like, and it gets debunked 30 times. If that person responds with, yeah, I don't give a fuck that it was debunked, it's true, then the whole point of this very fragile scientific method that's so built on people just being fucking decent and true to themselves and true to each other just crumbles. Bionic thing. How you doing, Bionic? What's good? Here's your fist bump. Thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you very much. My brain doesn't understand anymore, bro. I don't know what to fucking tell you. But Boss Sang, are you still here? I got something for you. Boss Sang, are you still here? Do we have anything else to women are not real? True. True, I heard that on YouTube. I don't trust my wife. Oh my fucking good God. What do you say? What do you say to someone like that? How do we get around this entire fucking issue? How do we get around this entire fucking issue? That's incredible.
Town conspiracies. Is he receiving divine
everything you hear on the
revelations
internet
to
is a
save
fact?
the humans'
100%. What's your favorite kind of documentary, by the way, Bionic?
Thank you for tuning in. The TV show he saw shortly before he announced himself
logic a
as the
person
Son of
out
God.
of a belief they didn't logic
It's
themselves
impossible
into.
to say for sure, but we do know Ike is a V fan. He said before that he thinks that the show got a lot of things right.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
After the JFK assassination, the Apollo moon landing became the second great hit of the 1960s conspiracy theory. You can see why.
It's one small step for man,
Damn, Tux, good
Imagine
on
a
you.
world before walking on the moon. Such a thing would have seemed unreal, magical, unbelievable, perhaps even faked as a bit of Cold War propaganda.
Neil Armstrong did not land on the moon. A government lie landed on the moon. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, man.
There's one thing that I'll give everybody who said the moon landing was fake. That is the one thing that makes sense. Is that it would have been in the interest of the United States government to produce material that looks like they actually had taken the moon as quickly as possible. Because there was a race and there was a power war. And it was all built around who gets to... That one, there would have been an interest. But the Russians were there too. There was an American flag, my dude. How did that get there then? That's what I'm saying. They couldn't have gotten away with it. Like at some point somebody would have found out. It was quite an achievement for back then. Yeah, I gotta be honest. Lama is 100% right. If I consider that the moon landing happened in 69, it was 69, right? Like, god damn, man, that's fucking 60 years ago. Not 50 years ago. That's incredible.
It's like so stupid.
The very year Buzz and Neil landed on
Nice.
the moon.
It's a technological miracle.
In the film
Wrong button.
Moon Landing, clumsily featured in the worst Sean Connery Bond film, Diamonds Are Forever. Then in 1979, Capricorn 1, a hit thriller about a faked Mars mission, came out.
There's only one small catch. It never happened.
The filmmakers were then sued for plagiarism by a prominent moon landing truther named Bill Kaysing.
Going to the moon was a real risky thing.
And the ensuing controversy elevated all sorts of moon landing.
I just imagine you are the Armstrong. Yeah, you're the Armstrong, my dude. Imagine you're Armstrong or any of those dudes who went to the moon, which probably was even less nice to do than it is today, and you risked your life and all this tech, and so many people worked on this, and so many dreams and hopes and money and everything and time rested on the hope that this one mission would work out, and then it does, and then fucking 40 years later there's like dudes on the internet, fucking 15-year-olds, 20-year-olds on the internet like, nah, that never happened, I don't believe that. What, my dude? I'm gonna punch you in the face for doing that if it were me, bro. Christ, man. Like,
nonsense into the conspiracy theory mainstream.
The footage that we have shows them faking being halfway to the moon. That proves they couldn't go halfway because they're faking being halfway.
Impressively,
I'm very good at
despite a
Photoshop and I can
supposedly
see the
vast government
pixels are
cover-up,
off.
the conspiracy fantasists apparently even figured out which director had shot the fake footage. Stanley Kubrick's psychedelic epic 2001: A Space Odyssey had come out the year before the moon landing, so obviously must have been him.
NASA hired Stanley to fake the moon landing because they couldn't do it themselves. And then they threatened to kill his fucking family, so he shut the fuck up and put out subliminal messaging in The Shining to let you all know it was him that did that shit.
They were fake. We did them in Rod.
Hold up. In The Shining, NASA hired Stanley. The Shining, fake moon landing messages. This is gonna get me on some fucking list. The Atlantic. I accept. Thesis. Director Stanley Kubrick staged the moon landing. Twist. Kubrick confesses as much through secret messages embedded in 1980 films The Shining. Unnecessarily complex metaphor. Jack Nicholson's character is Stanley Kubrick, the hotel is America, the hotel management is NASA, and so on. Why all work and no play proves it. May I humbly suggest that the word all in this repeated sentence, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy or whatever it was, stands for A11, Stands for A11, A like ALL, A11, which is A11 for Apollo 11. Why did twins prove it? The twins in the movie? Because the previous NASA missions before Apollo were named Gemini. Why the sweater proves it. Danny is wearing a sweater with a crudely sewn rocket picture on the front. On the rocket clearly seen on Danny's sweater are the words Apollo 11. Why a stray shot of 7-Up crates proves it. 7 Apollo missions went to the moon, but only 6 landed. 6 crates of 7-Up. Actual average distance to moon. Wait, why a key labeled room 237 proves it. Because the average distance from the Earth to the moon is 237,000 miles. Oh wait, actual average distance to moon is 238,000 miles. But hey. Unrelated comment made in passing. Of course the Cold War is also one of the driving forces for the entire reason for faking the moon landings. It was necessary to hide the advanced US saucer technology from the Soviet Union. What?
Bro, come on now, dog.
My god.
Come on, man.
Man, this is some next level fucking shit, dude. This is some next level shit, my dude. Do flat earthers think the moon is flat too? That's a good question. That's a good question.
As well, smoke, mirrors.
That's a pretty good question, actually.
No, they were pretty real as far as I know. I mean, I only know Apollo 8.
And what about the Illuminati? Hip-hop's favourite conspiracy theory about a new world order who secretly run the world. I'm afraid this is stolen from 20th century pop culture as well. The original Illuminati were a small group founded in Bavaria in 1776. Ironically, their mission was
It was the fucking Germans again, my dude. It was the fucking Germans again.
specifically to promote enlightenment and combat superstition. They never had more than a
No. So the whole point of the Illuminati originally was to combat superstition and promote science. Oh Lord, my. You know what that reminds me of? You know what that reminds me of? You know what that reminds me of? That one joke. Jesus is like, hey, I'm gonna take a look. I've been up here for 2,000 years. I'm gonna take a look at Earth real quick. Nobody's gonna notice. And he goes and he comes back laughing. And like all these people, like all the dudes up there are like, hey, yo, what the fuck up? Why are you laughing, Jesus? He's like, bro, you're not gonna believe it. What, Jesus? Dude, do you guys remember that little like fishing association, that fishing club I founded 2,000 years ago? Yeah, what about it? Dude, they still exist. Come on. It's the Germans. Always has been. Runks, monks. Oh, no. That's the wrong one. You get a tier 3, my dude. Fist bump for the tier 3. Thank you very much for tuning in. Runks, how's your week? What is your favorite kind of documentary? That's the question of the day. It is Documentary Thursday. The Soviets were way better at spaceflight. While we tried to make space pens, they used pencils. Yeah, they just use. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, but that story always forgets to tell you that about when the low gravity made the graphite float, shorted the electronics, and the ship blew up. Oh shit. Oh.
A few hundred members, and were basically done by the early 1800s.
Bro, Illuminati real. You know what I'm saying? Once you hit your peak at a certain level, the crazy part about it is, what was Lil Durk at? And he did a video. People not.
Did somebody just tell him to shut the fuck up in the background?
What was Lil Durk at? And he did a video. People not paying attention. Hold on, Grandma, I'm gonna get you something to eat right now, okay?
They did have.
Boy, shut the fuck up with your bullshit. I'm hungry. Ugh. And Sync 1 is here too, dude. I didn't see you before. I'm sorry. Did I give you a fist bump yet? How you doing, Syncy boy? What's good? Oh, give me my meal, you dumb. Oh, Christ, man. All of these, okay, let's not call them truthers though. All the conspiracy theorists are consistently on the sofa, shirtless and stoned as all hell. You were Sync, I'm sorry, my dude, I'm sorry. Is Boss Sang still here? Boss, are you still here? We gotta promote him. Ladies and gentlemen, we're 20 subs away from the goal. If you want to see me freestyle rap to the words you put in chat again, consider subbing if you're not a sub yet. There's going to be another drop real soon, so if we get to 300, you guys have big bobbers and big pee-pee, whatever you want. Thank you very much for the support. Let's get to the important questions here, fellas. Can you fuck on the moon? Yeah, you probably can. I would imagine like the astronauts being on the moon like...
Let me in, I'm trying to fuck. Let me in, I'm trying to fuck. Let me in, I'm trying to fuck now. I said, let me in.
Has to be, right?
Kind of a cool name. Or so thought Lord Omar Khayyam Ravenhurst, who, to be fair, knew a thing or two about cool names. He was a hippie satirist, born Kerry Thornley, who in the 1960s teamed up with Playboy writer Robert Anton Wilson to troll the world. These two thought it would be a super funny prank to start writing letters to media outlets across America, blaming every problem, tragedy and failure on the secret behaviour of this shadowy group called the Illuminati. They called this Operation Mindfuck, and the inside joke became pretty influential, spinning into a series of novels called Illuminatus Trilogy, inspiring satires from Umberto Eco and Alan Moore, and some music by the KLF. Unfortunately, Operation Mindfuck's prank also inspired a generation of very online people to believe that the Illuminati actually run the world. Now, every time you see a YouTube comment claiming Katy Perry is part of the Illuminati, this is basically where it comes from.
It was a joke.
Let's get back to...
This is usually not an excuse. Usually when people say, but it was just a joke, they were being an asshole and they have... This time it's true. It was just a joke.
Stanley Kubrick. When he died while finishing the edit...
Right, I'm gonna play you some music. I gotta pee real quick. This is fucking... What the fuck, man? I'll be right back. Don't leave. We're gonna finish this and then we're gonna watch something else. Another documentation. Retweet the tweet that we're live in the meantime, !RT. Consider subbing. Thank you very much. I'll be right back. Yo, I'm back, baby. I got a painful stomach, my dude. I think my dinner was too hot. We had, oh, I'm still farting, man. We had why do I want to say guacamole? We had ramen, self-made, and It's a little hot, man. It's a little hot. I can't wait to see 4K live footage from the moon. Maybe we can get an astronaut to say my fucking dude up there. Hot dinner and you risk farting? That's right on edge. That's how I live, my dude. That's how I live.
A scary sex movie, Eyes Wide Shut.
Where do we start?
When he died while finishing the edit for his scary sex movie, Eyes Wide Shut, the conspiracy world lost its collective mind. By 1999, when Eyes Wide Shut came out, the idea of the Illuminati, created by satirists and taken seriously by Da Vinci Code fans, had taken hold. But it had now become mixed online with anti-Semitic tropes of the protocols of the Elders of Zion to create a new mixture of old hatreds and lies. In this world, the Illuminati were the Jews, and specifically the squillionaire Rothschild family. The new conspiracy ran that Eyes Wide Shut was Kubrick revealing the secret sex and murder games of the New World Order elite led by the Rothschilds. And obviously, since Kubrick died shortly before the film actually came out, he must have been whacked by the perverted Illuminati bastards he was trying to expose through the medium of a Tom Cruise movie.
He filmed a ritual with Tom Cruise in it, in which I only know more recently was a Rothschild mansion.
Part of the reason for this impressive leap is that the film features a masked ball. People connected this to a party held in 1972.
How does nobody ever say, all right, show me proof? Like show me proof, not like a YouTube video with 3 weird points that they somehow do the whole correlation isn't causality fallacy, but like that movie was about the Illuminati. I thought it was soft porn. I think it was soft porn, my dude. There's no proof. That's why I know it's real. Ah.
You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
Who was served food on fur plates.
You know how proof works, right? Especially in law.
Basically,
no, we're talking about science here, my dude. Law isn't a science, even though they love this. Well,
to really understand the model which modern conspiracy theories largely follow, we actually have to look at another bit of 90s pop culture.
Oh wait, but there's fucking.
In the X-Files,
they're so good at covering it up, but at the same time they leave little hints, like they write COV-19 in a 5G tower that Jerry was able to
Fox Mulder and Dana Scully are 2 FBI agents assigned to investigate unsolved cases involving paranormal activity.
Seems legit.
Week after week, episode after episode, Mulder and Scully find themselves going deeper and deeper into, guess what? A massive...
Bro, come on now, dog.
Guess what? Involves an alien race infiltrating positions of power on Earth using, guess what? A virus to infect and control their human host. The story has to escalate. It can never resolve because no resolution could ever be satisfactory for the scale of the questions being asked. The X-Files became the 3rd longest running sci-fi show in American TV history. Its slogans, "The truth is out there," and "Trust no one," coming to define the paranoid fantasist style of the online conspiracy hunter.
They're so hungry for this shit.
The truth is out there. It probably just doesn't involve anti-Semitic space lizard fantasies, fake moon landings, or billionaire sex cults. It's likely based on something a lot more boring, like interest rates or filibusters or something.
Vampire sleepover in Serbia. Hell yeah. The 20-hour party train. Yo, she goes down, my dude. She has fun too. All right, next one. That was conspiracy theories. That was good. That was a juicy one. The next one, a juicy one. Get it? It's very funny. The next one is I broke into an arms factory to destroy fighter jets. I'm actually excited to watch that one. I feel like this is going to be an incredibly clickbaity title. I broke into a fighter jet whatever. Broke into a this has to be maybe with my mini. This has to be fake. This has to be fake. It was impossible to see from the thumbnail, but look what he's wearing, my dude. Look what he's wearing. Is that why our planes break? Has to be. Has to be. It never ends, my dude. It never ends. Okay, let's go.
Maybe with my ministry I can try and bring down the international arms trade. It's all.
We can do this.
Last year, the UK sold more than £3.6 billion of weapons to Saudi Arabia.
BAE Systems denies that its sales of weapon systems to Saudi Arabia are fueling the conflict in Yemen, but they are being used in an increasingly controversial war.
BAE Systems are the world's second largest arms company. They're Britain's biggest arms company.
When Theresa May was making decisions about the arms industry, her husband's company is the largest shareholder in BAE Systems. Is she going to be thinking about the good of the people in Yemen, or is she going to be thinking about her husband's company who makes a lot of money out of selling weapons to Saudi?
We sold that bomb to Saudi Arabia in the full knowledge that they were almost certainly going to use it in the war in Yemen, in a country stricken by famine. It destroyed a food store and people died as a result. And most of the Royal Saudi Air Force is all put together and it's all flown out from a base.
This man has no affiliation with my fucking dude.
Which is where we broke into.
We do not claim this man. He is no high dude of our church.
I'm Sam Walton. I'm a Quaker.
My name's Reverend Daniel Woodhouse.
Lama, by the way, I'm the Pope dude of my fucking dude. Lama is a cardinal dude of my fucking dude. That's our church.
I'm a Methodist minister.
I was at work and I was on Twitter. Someone had posted a picture of a fragment of a bomb. This bomb had exploded and destroyed a food store in Yemen. A fragment of the casing with the serial number of the bomb had survived. That bomb could then be traced back. The government knows selling these weapons are wrong and they're determined to do it anyway. To stop my country's involvement.
Yeah, I'm Swiss. You know, we export weapons.
Try and do something about these weapons.
We export weapons into these areas too.
Probably going to land us in jail.
Yeah,
Poop
it's a
dude
point where
tonight,
something
though.
more drastic needs to be done because clearly nothing else is working.
I'll be the
I know
dude of my fucking
worked
dude.
over the last decade that I've been involved.
We can make a
in.
rank
At
that's
the
called
wedding
dude.
of my friends Maya and Andrew, and I'd seen Woody on a couple of demos before.
I knew his face. You tend to know everybody's faces who do activism.
And I kind of went up to him and was like, "Oh, hey, Woody."
Very quickly got past the small talk and into activism.
And I was like, "I'm thinking of doing some direct action about the war in Yemen. Would you be interested?"
And I said, "Yeah."
And I was like, "It might involve getting arrested."
I said, "That's okay."
I was like, "It probably involves going to jail for a couple of years."
I said, "That's fine." And I think Sam was quite shocked by this.
I spoke to him
That's a
first,
badass
like,
priest,
30
my dude.
seconds ago, and he's already agreed to go to jail with me.
All that stuff was already
That's
in my
that,
head.
like
So when
like
Sam
that
said,
that idea
"Do
of
you want to be
badass
involved in
priest
this?"
that like goes like,
it was easy. He was
"I'm
like,
doing this for the love of humanity."
For the next like 6 to 9 months, Woody and I
That's
would
that
meet
guy.
up with a couple of people that were helping us put together the action and doing
Paladin?
this research.
We looked at the
Basically.
evidence. We looked at legal findings.
Jedi.
Eventually, we realised that there was a BAE airbase in
Oh my
Lancashire
lord,
called
dude.
Warton,
It's not an RAF base. It's not a military base. It's a private arms company base.
where
incredible.
52%
Bay
of the
systems.
Saudi Air
I
Force-
just realized Bay systems. It's just hard. It's one of those days. When Bay exports deadly weapons into the Middle East instead of answering your text and leaves you unread. When Bay leaves you unread. When Bay says she's gonna go to bed, but instead you find out she's exporting weapons of mass destruction into unstable regions of the world. Bay is incredible. 6 to 9 months. 6 to 9 months. 69 months. 69. Poggy said it. He said it. Please highlight Bay systems. We have to get this on Bay systems.
have been assembled and flown out.
Thanks to a plane spotting website, we could see all the serial numbers of the planes being made.
There were some Eurofighter Typhoons, which are
when Bay's naughty, you got a bomber, making them Bay bomber jets.
That had to be the most appropriate target.
We had to work out if we could get in, how we could get in.
So we had to go and do like a few recce's.
We looked at the fences.
Those fences were super like beefed up.
There was a moment where we were trying to work out which hangars contain the planes.
So you're a priest and you're just trying to
somebody who was plane spotting.
It was just like one of these white men that just wants to tell you everything.
We posed as two people who were interested in the planes, who were plane spotters.
We were like, "Oh, did you see that plane take off?" And he was like, "Wow, yeah, it was a da-da-da-da-da." And we were like, "Cool." And we were like, "Do you know where the Saudi planes are?" And he just like talked to us for 10 minutes. And by the end of that, we were like, "Great, know where all the Saudi planes are."
And so we had all the information we needed.
Literally, we walked away and we were like just out of earshot. And I turned to Woody and we're like, "It's on. We can do this." Why? About 20 years before, a group of amazing women had done an action at the same airbase. It's a book, it's written as an account, but it's also written as a manual for how to do one of these actions. At the end of it, there's literally checklists of like how to do an action. And then we went back to London.
How was this allowed to be published? Wouldn't they keep this because this is
doing research?
Wouldn't they say something like this incites public unrest or something? Dang.
There was going to be a delivery of some of these planes imminently.
Shut up!
The last Sunday when we knew they were definitely going to be.
That's a wonderful name, man. Every time I'm going to say your name because I want to read what you said in chat, it's going to sound like I just hate you and I just tell you to not talk. How you doing though? How's your week? We're watching some documentaries. First time we're trying this, and this one is I broke into an arms factory, and these guys are. These guys are priests, my dude. They broke. They're two priests who broke into an arms factory. This is a story.
I think it was the 29th of January, and that Sunday is 21 years to the day after these women
Methodists
broke into the site, and we were like, "It's fate, it's on. We got to do this."
A little while before the action, I went to see my
love how they
parents in
call it
Nottingham.
the
I said,
action.
basically, I'm going away for a few days, and I'd really appreciate it if you could come and cat sit. And it might be that the police might need access to the house, and I wouldn't want them to break the door down. I think Mum's very happy to know about my activism after it's happened, but before and during, she doesn't really want to know what I'm up to.
We set about doing some kind of last minute preparations so we could get all the like crowbars and bolt cutters and stuff.
We put them all out on my dining room table, and we kind of said to my parents, it'd be really helpful if you didn't go into that room. We weren't there to threaten any person. We didn't want the security guards who might come across us to be worried about that we were violent. And the way of showing this to them and to the courts actually is we drew love hearts on them. I wrote down some bits of scripture on them, and all kinds of things that say, you know, these are not.
Hey, so we're breaking into a highly guarded military area. We're two priests, but we're probably not going to wear our gowns and shit. We're going to have hammers. We're going to have bolt cutters. How do we show our pacifist nature so that they don't get nervous and they don't attack us, but just like get us out again? Oh, bro, I know these really cool lines from the Bible. I could write them onto our stuff. Because from 10 meters away at gunpoint, I'm pretty sure they're going to absolutely read that. And this is going to save our life. And they're going to know, oh, these guys are peaceful. Hell yeah. What the fuck, man? They shall beat their swords into donuts. Goober42, welcome back, man. Thank you for tuning in. How are you tonight? How's your week? What's your favorite kind of documentary? Today it's Documentary Thursday, and we're watching. We watch conspiracy theories. We watch Russia. We debunked the Russian assassination squad, and this one is I broke into an arms factory to destroy fighter jets.
Offensive weapons,
which is fun by itself, but the two guys doing it are fucking priests, bro.
for a purpose.
I talked to some of the people in Yemen on Twitter that I've been.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are 20 subs away from the goal. We're trying to get you.
Yemeni flag
before I let you watch this, we're trying to get to 300 so I can freestyle rap for 5 minutes or 300 seconds straight with your words in the chat, and also because I would like to get back to 300 before the big drops happen. So if you're not a sub yet, consider subscribing. Maybe you have a Twitch Prime sub. If you want to support, my wife and I are about to move. And so every sub, every donation, everything goes towards the move right now. So thank you very much for the support, and thank you for tuning in. If you're new or you don't know me that well yet, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings I stream. Monday is Mood Booster Monday. We play marbles and we talk. Thursday as well. Today is Documentary Thursday, and if this is something you guys like, we're going to keep doing it. We're just going to watch documentaries. Saturday is probably Survival Saturday, where I play some games. Like either I shoot 'em up Saturday or Survival Saturday, where I either play survival games or shooters. I don't know yet. But this one, I'll take random profession for 1,000 strength. Letter tanner.
that, and we like set off at like 2.
Fellowship for free coming up.
Oh my god, it's Kenjis again, dude.
You filthy animal.
It's Kenjis again, man. Kenjis, dude, thank you so much, man. I'm gonna mute the alerts, but thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the crazy, the courageous Kenjis! Holy fuck.
No fucking way! That's insane! Oh my god!
Thank you very much, Kenjis. We're at, what was it, 285? 15 away from the next goal. Insane. Kenjis sounds like Kenjus. Thank you, Kenjis. Thank you so much, my dude. Keep your good work, okay? Absolutely, man. Thank you very much, man. It's... oh my god, you're too good to me. Thank you for supporting me so much. 15 away from the goal as soon as this up. Why does it not update again? Why is it super fast once and then it's super slow? Super weird, but we're 15 away from the goal if I'm correct. Unless we, yeah, see, 15 away. God damn! Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much.
In the morning.
And for the first time in a decade or more, I had a panic attack and felt huge amounts of anxiety.
Yeah, we were really anxious because this press release was going to go out at like 6:30.
It's kind of scary, bro.
When we knew we would have done the action.
The closer we got to the base, the less nervous I got.
1 second. I gotta do something real quick. I'll be right back. FOMO. Fear of missing out, right? My computer is being dodgy. Let's see. Come on, what the hell? Okay, I'll just do it on the side while we watch this.
And I remember driving over the M62.
I don't know accents. Where the priest from?
For like a pee and like a lay-by really close to the base.
And I remember looking up into the sky and you could see all the stars. It was absolutely incredible.
I was like, "You alright, man?" And he was like, "Yeah."
15 away from
this
the
is
goal.
what I'm gonna do.
Oh, see.
I felt completely at peace in the
base.
And I knew we would have done the action.
The closer we got to the base, the less nervous I got.
And I remember driving over the M62.
I remember stopping for like a pee and
okay, 1 second again. I'm sorry for breaking all this. 1 second. But I don't know that I got up at 6:30 and I saw stars. Okay, maybe you should go to a doctor. Maybe you should see a doctor. Oops. There we go. All right. That's what I wanted to check. That's all I wanted to know. Let's go.
A lay-by really close to the base.
And
I got up at 6:30 and I saw stars.
The sky, and you could see all the stars. It was absolutely incredible.
I was like, "You alright, man?" And he was like, "Yep. This is what I'm going to do."
I felt completely at peace in that moment.
And we just kind
Northern
of
England.
Up to the base, parked where we parked our car before. All
I can't really differentiate British accents that well. I'm not that good at that.
Most of our tools and things would fit into backpacks which we had on. The bolt cutters we could.
I fucking missed the scene change again. Sorry.
Looking up into the sky and you could see all the stars. It was absolutely incredible.
I was like, "You alright, man?" And he was like, "Yep. This is what men do."
I felt
this is what men do.
At peace in that moment.
And we just kind of drove up to the base, parked where we parked our car
professional
before.
Streamer. I'm not a professional streamer.
Colours,
I never claimed to be.
Tape on any reflective bits.
Most of our tools and things would fit into backpacks which we had on. The bolt cutters we couldn't fit into the backpack, so we'd put it in a bin bag so at least you couldn't see it. Because if you walk by someone's house and they happen to spot you walking towards the base with huge bolt cutters, they can probably guess what's happening.
Just remember the base had these massive floodlights,
and I had to hold my hand up to the lights in the distance because it was so incredibly bright.
And then we kind of checked that there was no like perimeter guards,
and starting to feel adrenaline kicking in.
Then we kind of walked up to the first fence.
Sam had tiny little wire cutters.
He looks like a young Simon Pegg, the other guy.
Quickly.
And just snip was through the fence in like 10 seconds.
And I really wanted to use these bolt cutters.
There's like a 2 meter gap between the main fence, and we just kind of both jump, super efficient. lift it up so we had a little flap to crawl through.
I don't remember exactly what was going through my mind, but I just said to him, oh, it looks like a cat flap.
I threw my bag through, went through. Woody went through next.
And then we were on the base.
And we had our route plotted.
We found out later that the base had a problem with rabbits. Their security cameras reacted to any movement. And because of the rabbit problem, they had to turn off that system because the cameras were all just turning on at random.
Well, then there was a gate. And Woody was like,
oh, shall I cut it open?
This one, Dina.
Like, we're not here
I
to,
broke
like,
into an arms factory to destroy fighter jets, and there are two priests who did that.
We just play it casually, so we just like walk across this giant floodlit.
Kenjis, thanks again for your generosity, my dude. 15 away from the goal. You're amazing. Thank you.
Full view of everything.
And so we saw the doors into the hangar.
We go up to this hangar and we'd like talked about how we're gonna get in.
And there was the double doors, and I'm thinking, goodness, this is it.
So we get to like the front corner and there's a little door.
Assuming they were going to be locked, and so we pushed them and they opened.
Like, fuck.
I was like, I can't believe it.
We go in and we're like, that's a stroke of luck.
We were in, except after them were another set of double doors, and these were the ones that were locked.
And through the window, like about 2 meters away from the door, I can see the nose cone, a very distinctive nose cone. It's got two little wings.
Bases.
Of a Eurofighter Typhoon.
Can't get over it.
We were nearly there.
Obviously,
yo, you too, Kenjis. Thank you very much, man. Here's your sub smash. Thank you for your generosity, man. Thank you very much.
Can damage. So, for instance, the tops of the wings are pretty fragile because they're carbon fiber. So, like, bang, that's that panel done. Got to get a new one. Nose cone, radar unit.
We started to use a crowbar to prise away the bits of the lock.
And when the rivets come out, it's like bang, bang, bang.
And the last bit, which was making quite a lot of noise, clearly attracted security.
And they kind of wander up to us and they look through the door and they're like,
if we were inside the hangar and we were told to stop, we wouldn't have done.
This is a non-violent action. We're not here to get in a fight.
We went into downing the tools instead.
And we were like, right.
Like, kind of put hands up.
And they come through the security door and they go, what are you doing?
In the end, they were just more confused as to who we were and what was going on.
I'm like, we're here to disarm the Eurofighter Typhoons because they're going to be used in war crimes in Yemen. And the bloke goes, what? You just stay there, I'm going to call this in.
And we were led back out.
A van pulls up with a bunch of guys in and started
You what?
They're like, did you cut through or did you jump over? And Woody just goes,
I could hardly climb into your van, never mind over a fence.
And then they take us to the entrance of the base and there's a couple of police cars there.
And so there was a point where, because I was wrapped up warm in a scarf and all the rest of it, Sam looked at me and he just did that.
He loosened his scarf and they saw his dog collar and they were like, oh shit, the fuck is a priest doing here? And then they arrest me. And then eventually they arrested Woody. They took us to Blackpool police station.
And then being put in the cells, which were freezing.
They interviewed Woody first because they wanted to get that reverend out of their jail.
And in fact, actually, people asked me, when you broke in, were you doing it as a Methodist minister? And I said, when I'm asleep, I'm a Methodist minister. I'm definitely a Methodist minister when I'm breaking into a BAE Systems base.
So if you're a political activist, just fucking get ministered, or what do you call it? Not minister, become a minister. Like get ordained. Just get ordained first.
Doing this, we'd seen the pictures of the destroyed mosques, the destroyed hospitals. We'd read the news of the school bus being blown up, children being blown to pieces by British bombs. If we just took out one jet, we would down it for weeks or months, and that'd be less bombing campaigns. And we were almost there. And that was...
See, this is where clickbait comes in. I broke into an arms factory to destroy fighter jets. Not wrong. But it's not I broke into an arms factory and destroyed fighter jets.
So I just felt so gutted. The email had gone out,
I'm on a holy mission and the jets shall not kill.
Sam and I...
It says so in the New Testament.
But, clearly...
Thou shalt not use jets.
That was the first moment where I thought, maybe this will have an impact. And that was probably the moment where I started to feel a bit better about it, maybe.
Our action was at least partially successful. It was useful. I felt like I had to do this action, and I didn't feel I had any other choice.
Yeah, I don't regret anything I did, and I'd definitely do it again.
Okay. After the arrest of 2017, March and Woody were charged with criminal damage and expected to go to jail for up to 10 years if found guilty. Oh, what about ooh, boy. After a 3-day trial in October, the judge found them not guilty, deciding they honestly held the belief that the damage was necessary to prevent further crime. Bay spokesperson. So when my wife gets an assistant, is that a Bay spokesperson? Said we provide defense equipment, training, and support on the government to government agreements between the UK and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We comply with all relevant export control laws and regulations in the countries in which we operate, and their activities are subject to UK government approval and oversight. Yeah, that's a... Sure, okay, then it's fine, I guess. JJ, the tutor. How you doing, JJ? What's up? Here's your fist bump. Thank you very much for tuning in, JJ. How are you today? What's your favorite kind of tutorial? And I just noticed something, which is weird. Have you guys ever realized that sometimes when I say your names, I do, like JJ the tutor, I do JJ the tutor, something like this. I just realized where I got this from. It's from a game that I played all the time when I was a kid, and it's called Bloody Roar 2. It's a fighting game, and there was one character, when you chose her, it said narrator, fighter names. Let's see if I can find it.
Rising. Bloody Roar 2. The new breed.
What? Oh, what?
Congratulations.
Where's the player names? This is all the sounds. My god. Wait. Oh my god, no. Select.
Yugo. The wolf. Alice. The rabbit. Long. The tiger.
See? This is where I got it from. JJ, the tutor. Stuff like that, you know?
Yoriko.
The half-beast.
The half-beast.
Ah, I remember that game.
Sheena.
The leopard.
The leopard.
You always pronounce my name wrong, Smug. It just works.
The chameleon. Bakaru.
The
mole.
Yeah.
Jenny.
The bat.
The bat.
Yeah.
Stun.
The insect.
The insect.
Uh-huh.
Gado.
The lion.
The lion.
Hey.
Shenlong.
Shenlong was the tiger?
Congratulations.
Okay, thanks. I got it right. But hey, not bad. The schlong. Schlong. The penis. But yeah, JJ, how you doing? Favorite tutorial? Not favorite documentary. Not tutorial. Favorite? Did I say tutorial? Favorite documentary. Favorite type of documentary. All right, thank you, Vice. Did I say tutorial? All right, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said tutorial. Favorite documentary, my dude. That's my question. Okay, so this one, I think we have time for one more. The next highest rated was actually I have to check which it was. Reactions. The next one was 0, and 0 is the downfall of the Yakuza. You guys want to learn about the downfall of the Yakuza? The downfall of the Yakuza. Yakuza or Yakuza? I don't know. This is a 28-minute video. Okay, then we can perfectly do it until the end. I'm not gonna stop. Code Salad still here. What am I hearing? Is Aurora still here? The Yakuza is Japanese mafia.
命の危険は感じるけど守らなあかんもんは守らなあかんからね自分らが思ってる分信じて進んでる道を進むためには危険は仕方がないとは思う
So why did you sign up to that?
好きやから
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Violence has always been part of my life. My name is Mahmoud Fazal, and I'm a former high-ranking member of the Mongols, one of Australia's most notorious outlaw biker clubs.
Oh, fuck.
I've lost friends to gang violence and family to war. I want to understand what draws some people to violence and what it takes from them in the process.
Oh, but he's a really good person to do this. That's interesting. That's cool. Yakuza are scary as fuck, my dude. High-ranking member of the Mongols. No, don't. Come on, don't.
Has dominated Japan's criminal underworld for over a century through a quiet code.
That's not okay.
Of brutality, extortion rackets.
Aren't the Yakuza the ones that like they cut off your finger to play to like?
But in the last 10 years, highly restrictive anti-Yakuza legislation has made life as a member of the Yakuza dysfunctional with modern-day Japan. Some say these laws have changed the Yakuza and corrupted the code that held them together. Their numbers have plummeted, leaving thousands of former members in limbo, exiled from the underworld and outcast by society.
You cut off your finger yourself as repentance to your boss.
To go back to a normal life after leaving a crime family, and why current members of the Yakuza refuse to let go.
Damn, son.
Jake Adelstein is an American reporter who worked on the police beat in Tokyo for over a decade.
Oh boy.
Jake spent his career halfway between reporting and living the life of a delinquent, immersed in the world of the Yakuza.
Japanese tattoo culture is super interesting. I was just gonna say that, Dina. It's actually true.
He agreed to meet me in his
one failure, one more finger. No more finger, no more life.
Tokyo's red light district.
So at some point, like if you're out of fingers, you're dead. So you have 10 chances basically. Oof, bro.
Oh man. That used to be a great like nurse.
I guess
theme
they,
sex
as far as
club.
I know, they take your
Sad.
pinkies first.
It used to be what?
A great nurse themed sex club.
Nurse themed sex club.
Well, you know, it's like, you know, it was sexual massage, but it was a nurse theme.
You like your dress ups?
I didn't say I like dress up.
Oh, maybe I should.
Let me in, I'm trying to fuck.
Organized crime groups that make their money in Japan from gambling, extortion, drug dealing, prostitution, child pornography, blackmail, fraud,
Llama.
increasingly.
You're
and
getting
any other
primed
crime
for
that
a
you can
life
think
of mistakes.
They used to have limits on what they would do and wouldn't do. They don't have any of those limits now.
Why do you think the Yakuza are in decline?
Well, they're in decline because the laws have gotten better. They criminalized paying off the Yakuza. The Yakuza now can't collect money from people. They can't get a phone. They can't get a hotel room. They can't get an apartment. And they can have people substitute for them, but when they get caught, they go to jail. And that, more than anything, has made living life as a Yakuza so unpleasant that people are leaving in droves.
Yeah. Llama does have a point, that's true.
Find honor in violence?
Yeah, of course, violence is everything. Violence is how they punctuate their sentences. Every single thing is a fucking fight. Every conversation is the beginning of an argument.
That's true.
And their weapons of instruction include their fists, Japanese swords, wooden swords, baseball bats, bicycles. In Kabukicho, one of the classic ways when the Yakuza got in a fight is they'd pick up a bicycle and they'd smash it on someone. Like, you've seen it in the video game? Yes, they do that in real life.
Oh, in the game Yakuza. Any mafia or cartel is scary as fuck. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the lengths that they go to you know, do all this shit. It's fucking incredible.
What do you make of those that claim the Yakuza are a necessary evil?
I would say that there's a time that they were a necessary evil. The kind of crime that people hate, theft, robbery, street crimes, people breaking into your house, the Yakuza were good at suppressing that. And for many years.
Yeah, it's like in Italy.
But, you know, the number of police have increased.
The mafia were
Japan
more
has a very
efficient
low
at
crime
keeping
rate.
crime,
There
like
is no
petty
need for
crime
the
low
Yakuza
than the
anymore. They
police.
are an
So people
unnecessary
trusted the
evil.
mafia more. That's how they got so strong. That's very true.
For someone whose
this is
life and
fucking
career
interesting, my
was
dude.
so entwined with the Yakuza, Jake seems surprisingly comfortable speaking out against them. And he's not alone.
Takegaki is his last name.
Takegaki, but you have to say it first, right?
Yeah, you could just call him Sensei.
Jake offered to take me to meet Satoru Takegaki, a former don with the largest and most powerful Yakuza family in Japan, the Yamaguchi-gumi. To meet Takagaki, we had to travel far from
The
Tokyo.
Yamaguchi
deep into
Goonie.
Japan's Kansai region.
Get it? Because they're goons.
Yamaguchi Gumi still maintain a powerful presence.
あ、これや。
あ、そうそうそう、これ。
これね。はいはい。
はいはい。
OK ですか。
はい。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Llama loves puns, so he's like, hey.
記念にお願いします。たくさん余ってる記念。どうも。
I think you don't take it with one hand, right? You take it with two hands?
私はヤクザの人生、まあ皆目懐かしくない。やはり苦痛よ。
Oh,
あの世界は。
shit. He's like, this guy's hot.
このヤクザのもと、胸郭いうのが
Yeah, an eye
最初
contact.
出て、それがやはり強気をくじき、弱気を助けるいうその人共同精神でやってきたよ。
Yeah, that's how mafia is
で
being
も昔
romanticized.
はね、今の時代はお金の力強い。
So what are the
Did he? I don't want to be an
practical
asshole, but did he suck on a pipe that's dirty inside, or is this just his beard? Like his mustache? I don't know, man.
to rehabilitating when you leave the Yakuza?
やはりね、私とこ相談に来るということは真剣に考えてる人ばかりよ。だから私はこれからはヤクザの時代違うからええことやと言うて。
Okay, I'm gonna be more respectful now. I'm sorry.
で、組を出るようにしたり、ほなその反問状さえあれば日本の国は5年経たんでも生活保護がもらえる。
5 years. So they're not going to give you a job because it's like you just got out of Yakuza, so nobody wants to give you a job. But also you can't get welfare for another 5 years.
私は
Alright.
鉄砲5発ダンダンダン玄関撃たれたよ。で、私の場合ヤクザを批判して暴力団はダメ、ヤクザはダメ言って批判しとうから鉄砲撃たれた。
So they've never spoken to you about what you're doing or tried to reach out before they fired shots into your front door?
私は言われたことない。私は強い。これ来たら
I think watashiwa means I am. Because you also say my name is Strike is
日本刀や。
watashiwa Strike desu.
これ私何かあれば侍。これ、ハルキウ。侍、指導官邸。
Yeah, that's a harakiri sword, man.
But
he's like,
it's quite
bro,
a
this shit is
violent act.
wild.
It's designed to be one of the most violent ways to end your life.
同じよ。日本、ピストルバン撃つ。生き残ったら刑務所行かなあかん。刀であれば刑務所行かんでもいい。私許可持ってる。
I don't know, but the interviewer guy, as fitting as he is to the story, he constantly looks like he's...
私は打ち込まれるより
Everything is the weirdest thing he ever
命も惜
heard.
しくない。これ山口組4代目。私の生き方。人は一代、名は松代。これが私の生き方よ。山口組4代目。私のボス。
How do you think
Ate
he
some
would
soup!
feel if he could see the current state
Everything
of
for boss.
essentially what's become his legacy?
やはりね、なんでこんなつまらん社会になったんやろと、ヤクザ社会がね、泣くよ。私はやはり一番尊敬する人よ。入れ墨まで入れたから、胸がやっぱりときめく。
Pretty intense kind of connection right there, my dude. Damn.
Satoru Takagaki left the Yakuza.
There's one thing about the
mostly
Yakuza,
unscathed,
they're dedicated. Oh, yeah.
and is still a well-respected citizen
Oh,
in Japanese
yes, my
society.
dude. Holy Christ. Holy
He has
Christ.
photos in his home with government officials and accolades from the mayor. But I wondered how someone from the lower rungs of the organization would cope. The guys on the streets, the quiet ones
I
who
want
get
another
their hands
tattoo.
dirty and are often left with
So
nothing.
they run on service without UI.
Fukuoka is an idyllic seaside.
You're a funny
urban
one tonight,
center,
Lama. You're
once crowned Japan's
Ashki
most
Gilizo
livable
Pikas.
city. It's a place of wide boulevards, orderly buildings and spotless streets.
I hope you're alright, Lama.
It's also home
Thank you very
to the
much,
most
man.
violent factions of the Yakuza in all of Japan. It was here that I was introduced to a man we will call Koyama, who is still figuring out how to live his life as a civilian. Koyama
So if you're in
works as a
Japan,
nurse,
is it a
trying to
thing
make
that you like
amends with his
constantly have your
past.
business cards on you? Because you're apparently giving them to people you meet as a standard practice. I don't know much about Japanese culture. I
When
think
you're
it's super
a
interesting
member
though.
of a criminal organization, you find that violence solves a lot of problems.
I know,
Did
do we
you
have anyone
find
in chat who knows that stuff?
shaking that off difficult to do when you entered ordinary life?
まあ暴力団が偉いわけではないですけども、人よりやっぱり偉そうに道を歩いてたりとか、それが自分が避けなければいけない側に回る。まあ正直なところ屈辱的。偏見です。元ヤクザという偏見。
Is it true that some people find it so hopeless that they end up committing suicide?
まあいらっしゃることはいらっしゃると思いますね。私の知人も去年亡くなりました。
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not a happy life.
Has anyone ever seen your tattoos in your workplace?
いません。
Pretty nicely done tattoos.
まあ、なきゃない方がいいのかもしれないですね。普通に生きるんだったら。
Yeah, if they have this meaning, if they have so much
Can you
meaning.
tell me the story of the first time you saw the Yakuza?
Dang, son.
自分が喧嘩をしてた時です。本当にこの辺りで私は不良と呼ばれる集団でした。昔か
But
ら
he was always drawn to gang violence then, huh? Because before he was in the Yakuza, he wasn't a biker gang, so it's not like, oh, this was my entry.
私一人と相手が3人し
Yeah,
かいなかっ
which, yeah. Tattoos
た。3
are
人ぐらいなら勝てるかなと。
tattoos
そしたら
are
急に増えたね。
loaded heavily, like
間
culturally.
に入ってくれたのが
So, in Japan, so
相手に向かって殴って助けてくれたのがヤクザの人だった。
save my ass.
すごくかっこよかったです。
Why are we getting in so many fights?
I'm confused. Why?
なんだろう。もやもやしてた。ずっとイライラしてた。小さい時から。
Llama scratches your pan from terrorist.
理由はわからない。
I have
とにか
one
くイライラして
tattoo, so since I'm not planning to go to a bath,
考えるより先に手
fine,
が出
man,
てし
I
まう。
don't think it's going to be an issue.
Do you remember the first time the family asked you to commit violence?
覚えてます。
Private baths are A-okay. Well, I would assume that you can do whatever you want in private baths, right?
で、ワンボック
Because
ス
like imagine you live
車ですね。
imagine you live in Japan and you want to go to a bath but you can't, so you build a private one and then they're like, no, you can't go to your own too. The fuck, man? Yeah, I'm tattooed. I have one tattoo. Yeah.
お坊さんがある方か
I
ら
got it when I was
お金
18.
を集めた。
It's
要するにお祭りみたいなことを
it's
す
a
るの
little
で
bit you
出
know
資を
that
集った。
maybe shouldn't have gotten it, but it's okay. I want another one.
でもそれは
I
行わ
would
れな
like
かった。
something that reminds me of streaming because it changed my entire life. I hate ignorant
2 週
culture.
間ぐらいずっと
Joker
そのお坊さん
74
の
D
家を
croissant your back.
見張って
There you go. How you doing, Joker? What's good, bro? How you doing? I mean, in hotels and ryokans. Ah, okay. Fair. Lucky.
でお坊さんが来た時にスライドドアを開けて車の中へ。
And then what?
まあそれなりの、私に頼んだ人が納得いく行為をしました。
Was it fun?
Hydrate. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
嫌ではなかったです。
Ah.
最初不良、暴走族だった時は自分のために自分のむしゃくしゃする気持ちを解消するためにもちろん暴力を振るったし 暴れたし、でもヤクザ、看板を大門を背負ってからが絶対に負けられない。自分の首の看板を汚すことになるから。
And what happens if you disgrace the badge of your organization? You've got all of yours though.
私は行儀が良かったので全部揃ってます。
What does this mean when someone becomes your older brother?
They really have like some dude watching TV in the background during the interview. Isn't it always like that? There's always some dude watching TV on these interviews.
兄貴、私がついていた兄貴は本当に、先ほども言いましたけど、弱きを助け、強きをくじく、きちんとした任教道の方でした。が、兄貴がいつしか思いよりお金の方が強くなった。
Money corrupts, dude.
How
Money
did that make you
corrupts.
feel seeing your older brother essentially become corrupted?
寂しかったですよ。もう先ほども言いましたが、兄貴への気持ちも
I
な
don't
く
think
な
that's
って
what
いた
Lama
し。
wants to say, Dina. That's not the type of guy he is.
恋愛と同じです。一つ嫌になったら全てが嫌になりますよね。
Dude, you can tell this like hits him hard, man.
The look in
Damn,
Koyama's
this was like
eyes
big for him.
was commanding. It was the same worn-out look of betrayal I'd seen on the
All right,
streets.
Neely, have a good night. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope to see you again on Saturday. Thank you very much for coming in. Nelia, here's your sub bump.
Disillusioned
See you
with their
Saturday, I
codes
hope.
of
Take
honor.
care. Have a good Friday.
I wanted to find out why anyone would still cling to the fantasy of a virtuous criminal syndicate. We were heading to Osaka, Tokyo's gruff South Side cousin, a city long associated
a
with organised
virtuous
crime.
criminal organization. I
It
mean,
was
it
the
can be
first time
virtuous
I'd
if
seen
the
Jake
laws it
anxious.
operates over, in a
Noboru
way,
Hirosue is a sociology professor
aren't
who researches
virtuous, right?
why people join
But-
the Yakuza. He'd arranged to put us in touch with an active syndicate in Osaka. They'd never spoken on the record before. The Yakuza in these areas are
By the way, if
extremely
you
violent
think this
and
is
unpredictable.
like an interesting like scene, like the Yakuza and everything and how it works, there is an... Oh, God. I think I tried to... I read a book that was originally a Japanese book translated to English, and I forgot what it was called. Japanese thriller. Out. It's called Out. It's by Natsuo Kirino, and it's called Out. So yeah, that's the English name. So you should read it if you like thriller dramas and you want to read something Japanese. It's very cool. It's one of the coolest books I've read. That's a very interesting philosophical question. A criminal organization can still be moral if it adheres to its morals and virtues are up for definition. See, that's the thing.
We were quickly told
A set of
that they would
laws.
only agree to the interview.
A set of laws is man-made. A set of laws is not unique. Like the whole question of, do you think capital punishment is okay in some situations, is a huge philosophical question. And it goes down to the thing of, me personally, I think there are crimes that are so bad that they would technically warrant capital punishment, in my personal opinion. And I was confronted with the philosophy of this a lot when we studied law. But we, as a modern society, at least here in Switzerland or in Europe, have decided to not do capital punishment at all anymore, out of a principle. Like out of the principle of we don't believe in that shit anymore. And even people who we deem not rehabilitationable anymore, we just lock them away forever. We don't kill them out of principle. So that's a discussion that will be based on your personal beliefs. And I don't think it's a discussion that can be fought with only logic. Because there's so much emotionality behind it, and how you see life and the value of life, especially
also demanded we obscure the identity of their boss.
The value of life of someone who has disregarded someone else's life
only a few weeks before the interview.
To the highest degree, you know. It's very interesting.
I was expecting to be taken to a neon lit bar in the red light district.
Very interesting.
Instead, we drove for almost an hour deep into the suburbs.
That's how cartels grow big and strong. They support the poor. That's the point, yeah. That's 100%.
一般の人が会社に
I think so
就
too,
職するのとは違う。
I think so too. Frühlingskind, how are you? Sub smash for you. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for still being a sub, Frühling. How are you tonight? Thank you for coming.
だから人間の腹、いわゆる器が大きい親分のとこには人が集まってくるんですね。
Makes sense. What's your favorite kind of documentary, Frühling? That's the question.
そうですね。ヤクザは犠牲的な血縁関係ですから、それはよく見てきました。ビューティフルストーリーがそこにあるんです、彼らの中に。
Hey, it's edamame. Love that stuff. And beer. Yeah, I always mix that. Edamame and beer.
Do you remember the first time you
Very
witnessed
nice, but
serious
heavy.
violence?
All right.
Did you find it shocking? Or?
Did you work a lot? That's a nice cuff, my dude.
No comment. No comment.
Okay. Okay.
I just realized his tattoo's supposed to be a rose in his mouth.
What has been the defining memory or your most memorable moment?
会長との出会い。会長との出会い。
The boss is God, man.
親を選んで生まれてこられへんやんか。でもわしらは親を選んで。
Yo, good night, Runks. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for still being a fucking tier 3 sub, my dude. Insane. Thank you very much, man. Hope to see you Saturday, bro. Take care of you. Take care of yourself. Sleep well. Thank you.
守らなあかんもんは守らなあかんからね。自分らが思ってる分信じて進んでる道を進むためには危険は仕方がないとは思う。でもそれが会長についていく部分が俺らが進んでいく道だと思ってるから。
It's like this other freaking like this
Since the
super display of loyalty.
Anti-Yakuza laws, how difficult has your life become?
Okay, my dude.
もう何もか人権
We moved our offices 2 levels higher.
権利。人としての権利がなくなっていってるっていうのは感じる。例えば
By the way, we're doing Documentary Thursday. We're watching documentaries. We started off with some weird shit. This one is a little
Is it true that
tamer.
you can't play golf either?
そうですね。そういう事例もあるよね。今までで。
It's about the Yakuza, the Japanese mafia.
誰でもできることができない。
Are you raisin butter? Raisin butter. Okay. Smoking again, my dude. Keep smoking so many cigarettes.
弱きを助け、強きをくじくっていうのが基本やから。
Do you remember the first time you saw that? The Yakuza helping
I really feel like he is a little ignorant about this shit and he's super
後輩
into
がい
it.
じめられとった助けるよね。それが普通のことやから。弱いもんが強いもんにいじめられとって、それを助ける。それが普通のことや
Yeah,
か
he's
ら。
romanticizing it heavily. Like, heavily.
What do you think Japan would look like without the Yakuza?
もっとね、半グレみたいなやつらがはびこってくると思うし、もっと違う悪いやつらが出てくると思う。
And what would that look like?
I think it's just cautious. Okay, you've got a point. Maybe it's just that.
カオスやね。
Maybe it's that, yeah.
When your group
Just
is
delinquents.
embroiled in violence, maybe against another bigger faction, does it change your relationship to the organization? Could you tell us about that and how that made you feel or how it changed you?
I'll be scared in the end. Yeah.
I've been involved in a violent street gang war, and it changed my understanding of that life forever. How did it affect you? War affects everyone, surely.
This guy. He looks so angry, my dude. Chill. It's okay.
まあ懲役覚悟で構想で懲役覚悟で言ってる人間がおるから、そのためには頑張ろうっていうその心の変わりはあるけど、親を思う気持ちは変われへんから。
All right. Boss is just sitting there like.
そういう人間にはないと。
Talk to my dude, man. Talk to my fucking dude.
うちにはいらんわね。
He's the underboss, right? He's the underboss. He's the second in command. So he speaks in okay. All right, Cass. We're ending in like 2 minutes. We're ending the stream in like 2 minutes. Thank you very much for tuning in, Cass. Hope to see you Saturday. Thank you for your generosity today, Cass. Here's your sub smash. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
もし何かがあった場合には。ヤクザには戻らなくてもそれなりの行動には出ると思う。
Yeah, but that's something that's different than being an organized crime, my brother.
もう私は頭に血が上ると自分が抑えが効かない。
That sounds like a you problem.
できてるかどうか自信はないですね。
Okay, bro, but then you have a problem. Then joining a street gang is not the best idea, my brother. Let me tell you. All right, I think we're through with this one. I think we're through with this. It's also a little slow. I'm sorry, it's a little slow. All right, but with that, we're gonna conclude it for tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I truly hope you tune in on Saturday. We're probably gonna play a few games, probably. Thank you to everybody who was incredibly generous tonight, including Kenjis, Dina Bean, Bellerofantes, Casalisa, who threw in so many gift subs. Those of you who resub, thank you very much. Have a beautiful rest of your night. Make sure you do not get corona. Wash your hands. Be distant to each other. Don't fall for conspiracy shit, because that shit is weird and it makes you think weird things. Thank you for getting us to 285 subs. Let's see how far we're going to be away from it on Saturday. Maybe we can get to 300, who knows. This was really fun. Let's discuss in Discord. I would like to ask you to write in Discord in the ground floor whether you liked this feature, like you like this system of us watching some documentaries together on Thursdays, and then let's see what happens. If you like this, we can... Oh shit! Dina Bean! Dina, thank you for gifting 2 subs. They're definitely awesome. Dino! Thank you. Thank you very much, Dina. Look at that. 287. Just 13 away from the goal. I hope the big drop doesn't happen before the goal, but we'll see. Dina, thank you very much. Let's see some hype and love in the chat for Dina before we leave. And with that, my name is Strike, hopefully one of your favorite creators on the platform. We're going to see each other again this Saturday for some Gucci gameplay. I don't even know what to play yet, but we'll see. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you are having a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope you stay safe, and I hope life is treating you well. Thank you so much for being Knuckle Cruisters. Here is your final fist bump. See you soon. Take care. Good night. Thanks, Dina.